Hey, Mooch Crap J-Dubs.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Mooch, Crap, J-Dub.
Hey Mooch, hey Crap, hey Jay.
What up with your Crap and Mooch and Jay with?
Wake on up. It's Mooch, it's Crap, and Jay in the morning. Wipe your eye boogies, get your coffee finished yawning. This is Mooch and Crap. Show. Wake up, let us begin with gaming news, skits, and call-ins from all the fans. No matter where you at, Cali or Pakistan, New York or New Guinea, this is where it's at. These are Xbox dudes with Xbox views on slander and hate towards Xbox news. This is Mooch and Crap. Show for the people, and they coming with it. Now do you understand? Now do you get it? Ponies love to lie and PC fans won't admit it, but Xbox hate is real and they all with it. Call in, let it ring in. We here to rock, we here to win. It's about the games, it's about the pride. Now Xbox community, come on, let's rock. Mooch and Crap. Make sure.
Mooch, Crap, J-Dub.
¿Cómo están, bitches?
Hey Mooch and Crap, hey Jay.
Hey Mooch and Crap. What up, Mooch and Crap and Jay?
Sub Mooch and Crap, sub J-Dubs.
Hello, Mooch and Crap.
What up, Mooch? What up, Crap?
Hey, what's up, Mooch and Crap? You guys have the best damn podcast on YouTube, bar none.
It's not a tumor. It's time for MNC Mornings.
Hopefully it's not a tumor anyway. What's up, everybody? It's MNC Mornings. We are live. Sorry for that little bit of a delay. We are, as you guys can see, working on some things, and we are now doing our new set and everything again. So hopefully this is going to go good. I remember last time was a bit of a disaster, but fingers crossed this time because we are excited, and our set looks awesome.
It really does, doesn't it?
It does. I would love to actually broadcast in a place like that. Like, that's the dream right there.
That's right.
Yeah, and we already got like so many people in here joining us already. It's going to be a hot show, I can tell you right now. I want to let everybody know if you guys want to Skype us, MC Space Mornings. There's a lot of stuff to talk about. Maybe you guys want to talk about all the people getting Xbox One X review consoles. Maybe you want to call us a bunch of pansies for caring. Either way, MC Space Mornings on Skype. That's where you can reach us. And let me introduce my illustrious partner, the man who loves Mario more than anything, Mooch.
What is up? Good morning, everybody. Listen, what an interesting weekend it's been. A lot of time with different games. Yes, I have been playing Mario Odyssey. Listen, I'm a man of my word. Said I was going to play it. I'm playing it. The game is what they said it was, Crap. It's fantastic. And it's not a nostalgia-based situation, right? It's really not, because this is something where you say, okay, there was a few Marios in between here that, of course, I enjoyed. I think everyone enjoyed. But they were kind of getting a little redundant, right? Things were getting a little bit repetitive. And personally, I was going to step away from that category for a while. Then I saw this and I said, okay, they're taking the best of Mario 64. They're taking the best of Galaxy. They're taking the best of the original 2D scroller because they have that implemented into the game. This game really is, I'm not going to say 10 out of 10, but it's up there, Crap. It's a 9.5 easy. And if you have a Switch, you should be playing this game. Yeah, if you don't have a Switch, you should be buying one for this game. It's true. Yeah. It's that good.
I agree. It's really good. I tell you right now, it's like I was giving you some stuff yesterday, some guff, if you will, over some of the Jaggies. Which, you know, just to be fair, that's we're playing on 4K screens, so it makes it even more. Not only that, but this is the first time I played on a screen like as big as I am. So it's like it's even a little bit more evident. But actually, as far as the gameplay and stuff goes, it's really second to none. It's amazing. You can't really say enough good things about it. Thank you guys all for joining us as well. What do you guys think of the new set? You guys digging it?
Yeah, I'm digging it. I'll tell you right now, we should actually talk to the man himself, the creative genius himself, J-Dubs.
J-Dubbies. What's up? Sound off.
Sound off.
He sounds good.
I don't know. I don't know. But everything in Hollywood has a new term or a new meaning, Jay, so we'll just make our own. Somebody in the chat just said, Mooch, it sounds like you're broadcasting from inside my eardrum. If my mic is loud, let me know, guys.
It's
I can
not.
turn it down.
It sounds good. The quality is up. We got everything. Yeah. Everything's cranking right now.
Can't hear Jay. We can't hear Jay.
Interesting.
No J-dubs, huh?
We got our first bit of problems right now.
I see. We can't hear Jay. Yeah, there's no J-dubs in the. Jay says he's gonna fix it.
Hey, good thing you couldn't hear him because we would have heard his damn dog bark right there.
His dog was barking.
His dog was like, "Roof, roof, roof, roof." Yeah. So anyway, there is a lot of stuff going on right now. What do you think about some of these? Did you see the Amazon issues with the Xbox One X shipments?
I did, and I mean, listen, a part of me. I mean, I ordered 2 X's, right? So I have 2 Scorpio editions coming. One I have at GameStop. One I have through Amazon. And my Amazon one is a gift for a family member. So that's gonna really suck if that's delayed. There's Jay. So we're doing a sound test here, and we're using the audience here. This is like the Howard Stern show, really. We have Scott the engineer, but we have Jay. Let us know if you can hear Jay. Hey now, can you guys hear J Dubs, the leader of the J Dubbies?
Yeah, they still can't hear you, Jay.
Nope, still nothing. No Jay.
Interesting.
Well,
we'll look into it as we go along. But yeah, the interesting thing is, did you check your Amazon pre-order, Jay?
So I did check it, and I don't know, for some reason it still says, you know, no information this time. More information to come.
Yeah, see, mine said the same thing, and then I called, and they were like, yeah, you know, it's depending on the shipments and things like that. It could be the 7th. Or it could be later than that. So
I mean, it's not the end of the world because I'm going to have one on the day of because I'm going to go to a brick and mortar. You know, I say this all the time, guys. Stop with this 2017. I got to get everything online. You know, this is first world problems, guys. It's really no harm in going to Best Buy or GameStop, Walmart, Target, and picking up your Xbox or your PlayStation. Like, go get the console. A little bit of like that. Isn't that part of the fun of it? Crap is actually going to pick these things up and enjoying that midnight release. I think that's part of the enjoyment of a new hardware.
It is. Release. The problem is that I was podcasting, and then my GameStop sold out of pre-orders. I mean, Hellhammer got his in, but that's because he was working and was pretty much right across the street, so he was able to get his in. I wasn't. So what I did was I trusted the Microsoft store, right? But theirs didn't go live right away. So I did the Amazon one, which is going to be the one that's given away through MNC Mornings. That's right. You can win an Xbox One X Scorpio Edition through MNC Mornings in the link below. But, yeah, so that was – and I actually pre-ordered that the second pre-orders went live, literally. So I should be good there, hopefully. And then the Microsoft store one, as soon as that went live, I did that one as well.
Right.
And so I'm covered either way.
I had the Amazon Xbox One Scorpio Edition ordered immediately. The minute that Major Nelson was putting his white gloves on for that ridiculous showing, I ordered it right then and there. And then as I ordered that online, I got in the car and went right to GameStop and bang, grabbed one there. Yeah, I just knew that, like, this is, you know, people are like, oh, it's not going to be a hot commodity. It's not going to be a this, it's not going to be that. It's the same thing all the time, guys. It doesn't really matter, okay? Yeah. Even the Ronco knives that were for sale at 3 a.m. were a hot commodity the first month they came out, right?
Yeah.
You know, the set it and forget it guy. So, I mean, if this is something...
Set it and forget it.
So, you know, realistically, this is going to be a hot deal. This is going to be... Now that people are seeing that the release date may be getting pushed for some deliveries to the 30th of November. People are shitting themselves. They're like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? You guys, this is something we've been saying for a long time. You should at least have one at a brick and mortar so you can go in, you have your receipt, you know they're going to have the hardware, you show your receipt, you walk out with the hardware. This just in, old school things still work.
Yeah, they do.
You know, meanwhile, you've got Amazon with a guy like Ace Ventura kicking your Xbox One X up and down the street, right? Boom! Just punting that thing left and right. It shows up on your doorstep, and you're like, well, I didn't have to get up. Meanwhile, you know, it sounds like you have like a bag full of mismatched, like, diamonds and screws in a box when you pick it up. But it is what it is, folks. You know, if that's what you wanted, that's what you get. You know, it is. You know.
Exactly. You know, I think it's interesting. Also, I want to get you guys in on the hitting that like button early. We have an absolutely amazing rundown. Yeah, the rundown is back, folks. Me and Mooch kicked it out, man. We were like, we're gonna get this rundown in this week.
Absolutely.
This week, because we've been saying that, Mooch. We've been like, man, for sure this week we're gonna do a rundown for sure. And then we did.
You know, I don't even know why a couple of weeks we didn't get to it. I have no idea.
I have no idea either. Just
can't even
probably
blame
just
anything.
Gaming or whatever. But
yeah.
Yeah, it's been an interesting situation, but this is a really good rundown because we had a lot of hot topics to talk about. So
and then we'll do a poll, right? Crap, after we do that, we'll do a poll. So who do you think won?
If I don't get at least 75% of the vote on this, I would say that it's a travesty and that people are just clearly
that sounds more like an ultimatum and not a poll. Yeah, that doesn't really sound right.
Yeah. So, but if I don't at least get 75%, I would think that it's fixed because people are just voting for you because they're mooch maniacs or whatever. But I completely own this one, in my opinion, anyway. So, we'll see. Oh, look, see, Jason in the chat says confirmation of mine from Amazon delivery on the 12th of 14th through 14th in November. Wanted it on the 7th, but that's not too long of a delay.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Hey,
we got Def Jam.
I prefer Gears of Rage from Xbox Live, please.
The hell is this?
What is that, Jay?
Jay, we can hear this guy right now.
We can hear him.
Jay.
Okay, no problem.
Jay.
Coming in.
I don't think Jay knows.
I'm just trying to figure out why.
Oh, I think that's.
I'm on my cell phone. That's about the only thing I have.
Jay, we can hear.
Jay, you know what's funny? Jay can't hear us though.
Jay,
set up.
We can.
Just stay on the line. Sorry.
Listen, guys, it's OBS. We're working with what we got.
We are, folks. You gotta expect.
Rage.
Gears of Rage.
Gears of Rage.
Gears of. Hey guys. Hey, good for him to actually join us in this morning without him knowing. Wow.
Just, hold on 1 second.
Okay.
Jay. Can you guys hear Jay?
Yeah, we could hear you that whole time, talking to the caller. I don't know if Jay knows that.
Sorry, are you guys hearing me?
Yeah, we can hear you talking to the caller.
That's weird. I had on my mics muted.
Now we hear you in surround sound.
Yeah.
Now you're echoey.
I love.
Hey, you know what though? Hey, hold on, Jay. Listen, sorry guys, this is kind of a mess up. But Jay, even though you're echoey a bit to us, you didn't echo on the stream.
Right. So that's fine. If
he sounds like he's Jay. He sounds like he's Jay coming down from on high. Like I am Jay.
Def Jam Bam just said we can hear Jay.
Yeah. See, I told you.
So,
they can.
Jay,
I just listened to the stream.
Whatever you're doing now is working.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm coming through echoey, and I can hear it myself twice.
You're not echoing on the stream.
You're not echoing on the show, and that's all that matters. Now, I don't really care if I hear you twice. I hear you all week.
Yeah, it's fine, Jay.
My big concern is the fact that you guys can hear the caller before I send him through.
Hey, you know, Mike Ibarra's in the chat, and Mike says, Jay, he hears you just fine.
Yeah, so hey, Mike, you could call in. It's MC Space Mornings on Skype.
Would be cool to have Mike call in. That would be cool. No stress, no pressure, Mike. We realize. But if you want to, the phone lines are... Well, we hope they're open. But yeah, well, Jay, do we have a caller or do we have a voice?
Yeah, we do. We have a caller. His name is Gears of Rage.
Okay, well, we got, yes.
Yeah, so sorry about that. I'm going to pass him through now so he can ask his question, okay?
Yes, in chat, by all means, let us know how Gears of Rage sounds as well.
Okay, go ahead, Gears of Rage.
Hey, guys. Gears of Rage, Xbox Live. My question is, do you think they will give the Titanfall original the Xbox One X treatment? That's all I was wondering. Y'all do a great job. Thank you. Bye.
That's not a bad question at all, Crap.
It's not a bad question, but there's no way they're going to go back and mess with the original Titanfall.
I don't think so. I mean, let me tell you guys something. I know the whole thing with Titanfall 2, and you guys know how I feel there, but Titanfall 1 was absolutely spectacular.
Yeah,
and
I love the multiplayer was second to none.
Wasn't it? Not just that crap, but it was the multiplayer I played the most. I think this generation. Well, Gears 4 definitely stole that crown now.
Yeah.
I played Gears 4 quite a bit. But Titanfall 1 was absolutely miraculous. And it really did do what Vince Zampella said it was going to do. It did change the way we played multiplayer games, right? That fast action, off the wall, into a mech, out of the mech. It changed the way we played a game. It made it so that we can multitask more in a multiplayer game. And I like that for one. You know, I wish Titanfall 2 kept some of the true roots from the Titanfall 1 series, but it is what it is, you know, folks. Maybe, and Mike, I know you're in the chat. Mike, if there's anything we can do to lock down Titanfall 3, I think Titanfall 3 is a great, Titanfall itself is a great marriage between Respawn and Microsoft. The reason being is, much like PUBG, right, Crap? It's PC, it would marry the two so well between PC and Xbox. I just think it's another great multiplayer game. A lot of people come to Xbox for multiplayer. And I would love to see that. I would love to see that.
You know what? You know what's funny is I like the campaign in Titanfall 2, but seriously, the multiplayer took a step back in Titanfall 2. So
yeah,
I feel like the game got worse when they lost their partnership with Microsoft in terms of what they were doing. You know what I mean? And the game, I'm sure they expected it to do really well.
Yes.
With it now being on the highly, you know, PS4 with all those install base or whatever, but it didn't.
Right.
So it kind of backfired. So I feel like that game would have been a much better and bigger exclusive, especially at that time of year, although the release date didn't help it any with going against, you know, Battlefield 1 and Call of Duty.
Yeah, so, it's one of those things where, you know, it's slow and steady wins the race, right, Crap? And here's the way I look at it. Let's just say hypothetically Titanfall 2 was an Xbox exclusive, just like Titanfall 1 was. It didn't have to do good. It didn't have to do great out the gate, say against Battlefield and Call of Duty. It didn't have to, because it had its home on Xbox One. Yeah. And eventually with time and promotions and this and that, and then of course it hit in the vault, it would just be on everyone's console. And eventually that makes its own name. Titanfall is now a household name. When Titanfall first came out, yes, it was big at E3. It had lines around the corner, but people didn't truly know about it. Then you had the Sony fan base saying that they wanted it. Then you had PC people saying they were playing it or wanted it. It became a household name. I really think Titanfall is still... cheers to the guy who gave the question. I wish it would get the X enhancement, but listen, realistically, Crap's right. I don't see that happening because Titanfall 2 is getting the X enhancement.
Yeah, okay, guys, I'm gonna try to take another call here, and you guys just let me know if you're actually hearing me. Okay?
Okay.
Absolutely.
Will do, Jay. Hopefully this is going better. Sorry, guys, we're kind of doing this on the fly. We tested it earlier. So it was,
it's our first week using a different
I'm just going to explain to people that with OBS, even though it's a good piece of software and it's open source, that it seems like every time we test things and get things working, when we shut it down and turn it back on, things just go haywire again. So I'm assuming I'm not echoing anymore.
No, you're not echoing anymore. I just hope that the chat can still hear you.
Yeah.
I'm assuming they can. Otherwise, they would have heard a lot of dead air. So yes, I would assume that we're good. Like I said, it's kind of a work in progress.
We can hear him. I can hear him on the stream because I just kicked it back out and I heard.
Okay, great.
We're good. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna see if I can take another call and hopefully you guys just, you know, because I need to mute you guys during a call. So just type in the chat if you guys can hear me chatting.
Yeah. Got it.
That's no problem. Awesome.
In the meantime, do you guys want to take a voicemail?
I would like to take a voicemail. I know we have a bunch of those. Let's do that and hear what the people have been saying all week.
Sure. Exactly. So first on deck we have RTA King Chosen.
Okay.
Yeah, they're not hearing that.
They're not hearing that, Jay. They're not hearing the voicemail.
Really?
Great.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Jay can't hear us either. We're sorry about this, guys, but yeah, basically he was asking about loot boxes and things like that, and what do we think about the loot boxes? Because he feels like they're grindy and things like that for games. Personally, the loot boxes, as long as they're optional, I don't really have a problem with them. I understand that it's a high cost of development these days, and they're trying to make their money back, and they're trying to let people keep their games for as long as possible. So I don't really have a problem with it. The pay-to-win aspect, I kind of have a problem with.
Right.
But like the loot boxes that are optional, like here's the truth, right? I have never ever spent any money on Halo 5 loot boxes or any other, like, you know, Assassin's Creed, any of that stuff. The only one that I've actually spent some money on was Gears. That was just specifically because I wanted something. I didn't need to get that, but it was just because I had the option to and wanted to. So I spent it there. And I understand that some people think it's kind of a way to money gouge or whatever. I don't really look at it that way. I look at all the studios that are closing, all the high cost of development. We're seeing that there's this kind of attack on single-player games. Would you rather have some loot boxes or no single-player games? I would pick loot boxes because they're optional.
Yeah, I don't understand the whole argument here, guys. You know, it's been a fantastic achievement to keep games at $60 for what? Well over a decade?
Yeah.
Maybe longer. I don't know. And the fact that if they're going to put something in the game that doesn't cost you anything out of your pocket when you purchase the game and it's optional, who cares? And listen, I got news for you. There's been games where, let's say it's pay to win. Let's say it's not just cosmetic. It's pay to win.
Yeah.
And you say that's not fair. And I see Crap's got this like ultra like super powerful gun that he bought for $5. If I'm playing enough and I see that around, like I'm just go get the gun.
Yeah.
Like I don't really see the problem here in spending the couple bucks if that's what you truly want. If not, then play the game and don't worry about it. It's really there's very few games where it's pay to win. Very few. I think you can count on 2 fingers. There's not many. So I mean, the rest of these loot boxes just seem to microtransactions are really just cosmetic. Or it helps somebody in a single-player mode. And that's a them problem, right? That's not a you problem. What do you care?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you come home, you play Assassin's Creed Origins. If Crap paid an extra $50 to jump to level 80, who cares?
Hey, Jay, how you doing?
Good for him. Good for the company.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
If the
And it doesn't affect you. Not just that. Shame
Well,
on Crap
we'll
because
find
he
out in
missed
a
the
minute,
first
won't
80
we?
levels.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, you know, it is what it is, but there's certain people who just want to get to the
you know
end.
what? If I could pay to get where everybody else is in Destiny 2, I would probably do that just so that I could be able to like jump in and play with you guys sometime.
Oh,
Right.
We'll find
You know what
out.
I mean?
They'll let you know. Just
Like optional stuff, again, I'm perfectly fine with. I don't really care about. With some of the other stuff, I agree that let's see if we can.
Well, we have a call, folks. Now, whether or not you're going to hear it,
OBS gives
that's
me
the
problems
mystery of today's
sometimes
show.
Every time I reboot, so I know
Hey, they could
trouble.
hear Jay and the guy before in the stream.
We don't, though.
That's funny.
I don't
Okay.
hear Jay.
You go right ahead. Sir
Hearing the
X-Man.
caller, we can also hear the
All
caller.
right, Mooch and Crab, how you doing? This is Sir X Man. I called last week. I was the one talking about the steering wheel and everything else. But real quick, reason why Titanfall 1 works so great with Microsoft is because it was invested in the Azure servers. That's what made it ran smoother. That's why you could have more enemies on the battlefield, and everything just was so spectacular with that game. Now, number 2 is talking about the steering wheel and everything. Like for Forza 7 and most racing games, when you see people with wheels in either PC or console games, most of your top leaderboard people run with wheels and pedals and everything. If you look, Forza 7 has a hardcore mode. That's for everyone with everything disabled. ABS, traction control, everything. And you'll see the mark where it says whether they're running manual or automatic, it's totally blank. That means they're running with clutches and shifters. So at least they separate from who's running hardcore and who's not. That's about it, guys. Just wanted to have a little chat in there. Now listen to the rest of the show. Have a good one. Thanks, guys.
Very cool.
Yeah,
very cool.
Thanks, Jay.
I agree. Yeah, thanks, Jay. Yeah, so it's it's interesting because Titanfall 1 did use the Azure servers, and I remember there was kind of a pushback when they didn't use the Azure servers for the second one, and then they kind of damage controlled it and were like, yeah, we're using a mix of all the servers. We're using Amazon and this and that. But the bottom line was it wasn't the same. So you know, you know, and you could tell there wasn't as many enemies and things like that was going on the screen. You know, the bots and things like that. So it was a bit frustrating at times for sure. But at the end of the day, you know, it was still. I think it was. I would love to see Titanfall 3 go back to being Xbox. I feel like it's a big Xbox exclusive.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a mediocre. You know, it's a mediocre multi-plat though. You know what I mean? Like there's so much else going on, but I do feel like that's a game that would actually pay off being an exclusive
maybe
game.
I missed the point, but wasn't Sir X-Men kind of getting into the fact that like people using steering wheels is kind of unfair, but they segregate it for everybody when they're playing the game, so it's a non-issue?
I don't know. I've never played against the steering wheel person. I don't know. Are they I'm not exactly sure.
Well, let me say this, and crap, you might want to put earmuffs on, but I want to do a shout out to Sir X-Man because Sir X-Man last night, I want to use the word gifted. It wasn't through the alpha preview program,
Damn.
but he got me Forza 7 last night. So I am a Forza. Crap with this mooch here. Here comes his anti-mooch rant.
How the hell do you mooch so much stuff, man? I can't mooch anything.
Sir X-Man, who just called in, he said he's been saying it in the chat for 3 or 4 weeks. He's like, you wait, the week before X comes out, I'm getting you Forza 7. I'm getting you Forza 7. So last night I'm sitting there just jamming out, and he's like, hope you're ready. And I'm like, what? And he's like, bam, he just threw the code. So I want to say a shout out to Sir X-Man. I will be playing. That'll be the first game I play on the X next week. He's the man. Can't thank him enough, man. He's cool dude. Listen, you know what it is, crap, is I think a lot of people say, you know, it's the same way with the X's getting, you know, distributed out, you know, to the YouTubers and to the Mixer folks and people out there. I think a lot of people that like certain games, they like that me and you will pick up a game. They don't mind sharing that experience because then they'll say, you know what, let's jam out. Let's play this game. You know, see what I've been saying. And people dig that. I mean, it only benefits the person who enjoys that genre or game. Like, I like Destiny, to be honest with you, crap. If you weren't, you know, crap gamer and I wasn't mooch doing it, and I just knew you, I'd say, crap, you know, for God's sake, just here, take Destiny, let's play. You know what I mean? And you'd be like, oh, man, I wasn't going to buy that shit.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, come on, just play the game, crap. It's a great game. And finally, you do it. Why? Because I kind of gave it to you. I forced it on you, and then all of a sudden, maybe you will enjoy it. And Sir X-Men has heard me say that I'm not a race car guy. I'm not a guy. It's not Saturday afternoon at the Mooch residence, and I'm like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to change that filter and that oil out, see what else is kicking under the hood, maybe change a spark plug or two. You know, and that's the thing. But at the same time, I'm very interested in getting into Forza, and I can't wait to see this showcase next Tuesday.
People are having a bit of trouble understanding what I meant when I said that Titanfall is a mediocre multiplat, but a really brilliant exclusive. And what I mean by that is just like how it sounds. Okay, the first one was a great exclusive for Xbox. More people bought it. When it went multi-plat, it became more casual, and people largely ignored it. I feel like if the second one would have been an exclusive as well, that probably would have sold better overall. I feel like that there's so many games that were kind of copying it. It just kind of got lost in the shuffle. But exclusives tend to get hyped up a little bit more than say.
Crap! Did you see what happened? I missed it because I was on my rant. Mikey Barr dropped a Forza 7 Ultimate code in the chat.
Wow, who won?
I don't know, but if I didn't have it already, I'd be furious that I wasn't playing.
I already have it, so yeah, I don't know. Like, yeah, yeah. So
first of all, that's awesome. Thanks, Mike. And second of all, whoever won, let us know on MNC. We'll give you a shout out. That's awesome. I mean, I got and shout out to Sir X-Man. He gave me the standard edition. Somebody just got the Ultimate edition. Which crap? Can you speak to that? What's the difference between the standard and the Ultimate edition in this case?
Ultimate edition comes with the VIP pass,
which is nice.
Which is nice, yeah, because they fixed it all up and everything, and that's a great game as well. So
Long Shot seems to have won.
No, yeah. Oh,
it's a 7 from Mike.
Oh, everybody's a winner. Congrats to Long Shot. Wow.
That's huge.
That is huge. That's amazing.
Huge.
That is good
That's great.
stuff.
And, you know, Long Shot, MNC Patreon member, big-time fan of MNC, and a huge Xbox fan. So, Mike, I couldn't have really gone to a better gamer, in my personal opinion.
Yeah.
That's very
100%.
cool.
Yeah, good stuff. And we appreciate it, everybody for coming in here. Thanks, Mike. Yeah, and everybody, man, hit that like button. Let's go. We're still, we could do a rundown this week.
Well, you know what I'd like to do, crap? I'd like to get a voicemail, but I don't want to have dead air. Jay, do you think we fixed that error?
I don't know. Let's try another one.
Let's try one more. Jay,
I'll
keep
listen
an eye
and
on
see
the,
if we can. I'll listen and see.
And also keep an eye, Jay, on the group chat, because if we say that the audience isn't hearing it, then let's just we'll cut it, and me and Crap will definitely come up with something. We can also take another call.
We'll just
well, we've got triple. We have Triple Cup Chuck on deck.
One of my favorites.
Okay, Triple Cup is up.
Triple Cup is up.
they can't hear him.
Not coming through.
They're not going to be able to hear him. Yeah. So that is unfortunate, but it looks like we might just be doing mooch and crap today.
Well, that's okay. What we can do is we can speak to it. Triple Cup was basically asking about the logos.
Yeah.
So I mean, he was basically now was he saying that was did he ask if Jay Williams did those, or did he ask how we went about them?
I think he was kind of asking about if we were to create avatars for some of the bigwigs and they were animals, what would those avatars actually be?
Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. I don't know if we necessarily went with the funny part about the whole thing, just so everyone knows, the albino rhino came from Zaire back in the day. Used to call crap that because crap's basically the size of a NFL lineman.
Also, the thick skin part, right?
Yes.
Like, rhinos have thick skin, and I do too. Like, in order to do YouTube or anything kind of in the public eye, you have to have thick skin. Otherwise, you just get run over like a freight train. And
it's so true.
None of that stuff, none of the stuff really phases me. So he's like, the albino rhino, and that stuck. I was like, that's pretty cool.
It really did.
And so that's basically where that came from, and I love it. I think it's awesome. So
no, it's great. The bald eagle. I mean, that's just self-explanatory, right? Captain America.
Yeah, Captain America.
Always going for that kind of stuff, and there's no other better symbol for our country than that. So Jake put a spin on it, and well, Jay is just himself. As far as the I don't know if you mean when you say the bigwigs, does he mean the Xbox executives, or does he mean? So. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Yeah, I could see Aaron Greenberg has had so many where some of the detailed artists have made him graphics. I can't remember any of the ones that come to mind. That's kind of hard off the cuff, Triple Cup. But to be honest with you, I don't know. I'm trying to think here. Trying to think of just loud and clear. Something that's it really comes down to this. When you talk to, shout out to a few people. Shout out to J-Dubs, of course, the graphic god who's amazing. Diego, who does a lot of work. What is it? Is it Crypt that does a lot of work as well? There's Sean LeBlair, if I'm saying it right. He does a lot of great work. If you reach out to any of these people, you just got to kind of, Occult Eastwood does some of them too now. You let them know what some of your traits are, some of the things that you really enjoy, what kind of depicts you. And that's where you see some of these creative.
I was thinking about taking it up, doing them. I think I could do a pretty good job. I'm pretty talented when it comes to that stuff. So
you're a real artist, crap.
Yeah. Hey, Jay, let me ask you a question. Do you think that we'll be able to actually show the rundown?
I think. Or do you see? I do believe that all that kind of thing will work.
Okay.
Because we are displaying our new interface, which is going through OBS, and everyone's hearing it. I do believe that that'll work. But why don't we test our theory by playing another clip that we have?
Yeah, why don't you go
outside of the rundown? Maybe let's do one of our favorite commercials.
Yeah, okay, let's do a commercial, folks.
Let's do a commercial. Check. We're gonna test it out.
Yeah, thanks for being our guinea pigs today. But this is all to better the show. We have to do it live because when we do these side shows and we do these little tests on our own, it always works. It always works. And then we're like, let's go live. And then it doesn't work. But that's all right. You've seen every New Year's Eve bash crap. Yeah. There's always one superstar that gets on stage and their mic's muted. And you're like, how come I can't hear? I can't hear the Grateful Dead. I was going to say the Rolling Stones. the Grateful Dead. They haven't performed since '79. Well, all right.
Most of them are dead, but
yes. Yes, they have. They are. Go ahead, Jay. Let's play a commercial. Audience, please let us know if you can see these because this will depict whether or not we can do some of our other skits for today.
We here at Sony are constantly looking for ways to stay afloat, whether it be selling off office buildings, closing down entire divisions, or loaning our superhero characters to much more talented movie studios so they can actually make good movies with them. So naturally, when we learned that Roaches love the PS4, we thought of a way to capitalize and cash in on this. Introducing the PS4 Roach Coach. I know what you're thinking. Isn't this just a regular PS4? And no, idiot, you'd be wrong. This is the PS4 Pro. We needed something that could put off enough heat to fry roaches completely. Setup is easy and simple. Plug your PS4 Roach Coach in, set it on your entertainment center, turn it on, and voila! Roaches are instantly attracted to the PS4 due to the large fence. Roaches check in, but they don't check out. Pick yours up today for the low price of $399.99. There's only one Roach Coach, made by Sony.
Well, that's great. That was
okay,
great.
That is great. Hey, so we got something rolling. We got something cooking. I mean, we do got some skits and stuff that we can play at least, thankfully.
Yes.
Also, if anybody has any kind of questions in the chat, go ahead and throw some questions out. We'll be happy to kind of take those and answer them as well, since we can't do, you know, it doesn't look like we're going to be able to do voicemails, I don't think, but we're going to keep trying working behind the scenes to get those up. When we get to, what do you think, Mooch? 275?
Yeah, 275. We can definitely do a rundown, see what's going on. Absolutely.
Yeah, we'll definitely do the. Skype does work, but you guys can hear the calls when they first come in, and that's really Jay screens the calls, and then we do it, and then what happens is
I have to make sure that there aren't crazy people on the other end.
Right.
I mean, if you get any that are just like them, then you can just push them right through, and we'll take them. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
That's right. So if anyone has already called, and I noticed a couple of people did try to jump in earlier, and I wasn't able to answer them right away because I was still working on things. But if you guys want to call back in, I'll make a quick announcement and let them right in.
Okay. Yeah, that's no problem. No problem whatsoever. So
what have you been playing this weekend, Crap? Speaking of all that.
I've been playing I've been playing Stranger Things 2.
I don't know if I like this whole you can stream these shows nonstop and all that. I don't know if that's necessarily I like having, like, I'll give you an example. I like The Walking Dead. The Walking Dead's on again tonight at 9 o'clock on AMC, right? So there you go. You got that on there. That's great. And I like that I have to wait a week with the anticipation it builds up. I'm sitting there and I watched the first episode of Stranger Things 2, and don't get me wrong, absolutely loved it. Loved it. But I like waiting a few days till I watch the next one again. I'm not going to sit there and binge through all 10, 13 episodes, whatever they got.
Well, it's 9, and I did binge through them. So, hey, we got a call. Let's go.
Hey, now.
M&C Mornings. How you doing? What's up?
Hey, how's it going?
What's up?
Yeah.
Put them through.
You're live at Mooch and Crap. Go right ahead.
Mooch and Crap. Yeah.
I like everyone always... everyone always... So great.
Hey, thanks for making our work show ever even worse.
Mooch and Crap.
Hey, Mooch. Hey, Crap. How you guys doing today? I have just a quick question.
We're balling.
I think we're all pretty much hardcore gamers here. We all like the serializations of like pre-order bonuses and everything else like that. Is there any way why we didn't do this with the Project Scorpio edition? Or is it like an inventory thing where Microsoft doesn't want to release numbers? Thanks, and have a great day. Bye.
You know what? Microsoft is behind in terms of console sales, but I think that they're looking at it as something different. See, this is the thing. The hardware never makes a ton of money for these companies to begin with. It's all about the software and the services, right? And their software and services are up. They just announced that, right? And so they did announce that. That's, I think, the point that they really go by. That's really what Sony goes by, too. The whole numbers thing is just to kind of inflate the fanboy stuff and, to kind of get people to be like, oh, man, this is, it's so far ahead or whatever. I mean, we don't really know, and that's the thing. Well,
I think Microsoft will be the very, very quick to announce the success after the first week or two, right? I mean, I think they'll announce something.
Well, let's say they
maybe
sell
it's not a number.
Let's say they sell 1.5 million Xbox One X's, right, on the first day, right? I'm just saying for an example, and they announce that. I mean, they could announce that. That's a great number, That doesn't necessarily mean that they have to continually announce numbers, but that would be a great. Oh, look, Mel and Noof are going back and forth out donating on the super chat. Nice.
It's like a Price is Right. It's like who's gonna be win both showcase showdowns. One's got $5. One's like 501.
Yeah, 501. Mel wins.
Great.
Sorry, Noof.
It's like eBay. They're bidding on us. What do we have to give when they get the highest number? We have to go to their house and cook them dinner or something.
Stinking Course goes. Can we get 502? Anybody? So great.
That would be awesome. But go ahead. What do you think?
I really think the same thing. I think that Microsoft will be a little bit louder about this, and I think they can. I think they're going to win November NPD. They're going to win December NPD. I know everyone's concerned that now Nintendo's back in the mix, and don't get me wrong. What did I start by saying? You should enjoy. I do like my Switch. I like it a little bit more of a nostalgia factor.
Oh, Alan Savage, 20 bones.
I need to.
Holy cow!
Listen, you're getting upset. I got Forza 7. You just You can buy 8/4 of 7 by the end of the show. Listen, yeah, I'm gonna apparently gonna have to get super. What is
hey,
this
all
thing
you got to do is
Super
click on
chat?
enable super chat when you go live or whatever, and
Well, that would have been cool to know about 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Thanks, Crap.
Yeah,
Crap. Good thing Crap wasn't one of those skydiving instructors.
You know what
the
I love
second
looking
pulley
at?
cord was under the first one. Splat.
I love looking at Jay because right now he's clicking through his stuff, and we see that show up on the screen instead of our pictures. Yeah, that's
you
nice.
know?
Yeah,
That's always great.
look at that. Look at the live screen.
Oh yeah,
we're watching him.
That's okay.
Yeah, I guess. I mean,
I guess. What are you gonna
Sorry
do?
about that.
Yeah. No,
I'm
it's all.
I'm trying to get the voicemails working. I will get the voicemails working.
This show is going great.
Well, listen.
It is.
You know, sometimes the follies are the best part.
Hey, you know what we should do?
What do you got?
You know, we should. Do you have that little thing that we played last week, Jay? You know, our friends kind of, you know, closing down. You know,
yes, I think I do.
Can we play that? That would be a nice little thing to play because we're gonna, you know, rely on some of these skits. I saw a request.
So,
hey, at least look, Mooch's little 99-cent app.
I love
works wonders.
That works wonders. 99 cents will take you farther than you think. I think Jay. I think if you actually did the whole I think we could probably get a voicemail together if we went a little bit old school. Is there any way you can divert to the old system for voicemails?
The problem with doing it the old system was it would be that I would have to disconnect OBS, that would disconnect the stream, and then Crap would have to start a new room.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Well, let's not do that. Yeah. But I was wondering if there was a workaround for that.
So how about this? I will play our skit from last week, and then in the meantime, I will prepare voicemails in an alternate way.
Okay,
that's all I wanted to hear.
We could also do a rundown if they keep. If you know, we are
25 away.
Yeah, we are.
So
not. Yeah, if you guys hit like and we get to 275 likes, we'll do a rundown, which would kill probably, I think, what is it, like 10 minutes?
Yeah, that gives Jay enough time to get voicemails. We can run a little late too, by the way. The New York Giants are 1-6 and they're on a bye week, so who cares?
Yeah, and we got a good
Football
crowd here
doesn't
today.
exist.
Hit that like button and let's go. Let's do it. Woo!
So great.
Making your way on the interweb today takes everything you got. Taking your hate and all your worries about Microsoft's Xbox. Wouldn't you like to get away? Sometimes you gotta go where everybody hates the same, and they're always mad at change. You wanna be where you can see the ponies are all the same. You wanna be where everybody hates Bill Gates. You wanna be where ponies know the media is all the same. You wanna go where everyone loves Sony.
Oh yeah, I love that one.
Well, there you go, folks.
Yeah.
Now,
That
Crap,
was
now
a
what's the deal?
request.
Is
That was a
it
request, by
actually
the way.
coming? Are they coming back in a different form, or are they still?
They came back, but apparently most of the people left and started a different place.
Okay.
So yeah, hey,
I
Sir
never
X
went-
Man, he did $25.
There you go.
Look at
See
that,
that?
man.
Look
Man,
at
that's
that.
what
Sir
I'm
X
talking
Man is
about.
the man behind the man behind the man. He is awesome. I'm telling you right now, he's always been a huge MNC supporter. Thank you, Sir X Man.
Yes. Thank you very much. You know what? Yeah. Okay. So let's talk a little bit about something that probably a lot of people actually. You know what we did cross the 275. I know what you're saying. Mooch,
Well,
but-
we'll do that in a second. Yeah, but I kind of want to talk a little bit
Yeah,
to some of the
let's-
hot topics this week.
Let's talk about the Xbox One X's that a lot of people are getting for reviews, right?
Right.
And I did a video about it because I was upset, and a lot of people kind of took that wrong. They took it as me being angry that I didn't get one, or maybe
Yeah, I think a
jealous
lot
that
of people
didn't get one. No.
misunderstood your
Yeah.
point, Crap.
Here's the thing with that, right? I'm not sure exactly how it works, but with PR, with these companies, a lot of people have to actually request stuff like that. Or they've worked with them before, and Microsoft was like, hey, that'd be a good person to do a review. I have not. I did not request an Xbox One X review copy or review thing or whatever. I do, however, get, you know, occasionally I'll do review game codes and stuff like that, but for the most part, you would have to request it. I didn't do that. The reason being was I already had some pre-ordered, and
Right.
I was kind of supporting it that way. And then the only problem that I had was for me, as a person that's been pro Xbox and been like kind of doing this thing since the announcement of the Xbox One and all the hate that was involved with that, I felt like the people that, you know, you want to sway the people that have hated on you for years, right? I get that. And so I understand the boogies and stuff like that. But some of them, I just kind of was scratching my head. Like, these guys really, even like Tom Warren. Tom Warren from The Verge got one, right? And he immediately goes in on saying, oh, it's Microsoft lied. It's bigger than the Xbox One S. And, like, it's like a millimeter. You know what I mean? And people are like, dude, it's a millimeter. What are you complaining about? He's like, still, you know, that could make or break somebody. You know, like if they're in their entertainment center.
Did you see Giant Bomb's unboxing?
No.
Well, if you do, make sure you watch it with a few uppers in your hand, because my God, is that a depressing opening. They're sitting there. They make fun of the fact that the version they got didn't come with the stand. If they said one more time how heavy it was, guys, it's a computer.
It's 9 pounds, by the way.
I mean, but these are the people that are like, I love PC. I love PC. Go lift up your tower. It's not light. I don't understand the problem here, but like I said, all it is see, here's the thing, and Jez said it on Crossfire. Shout out to Jez. Great point he made. He goes, eventually the idea that Microsoft, what they did by sending it out to everybody, was they know they have a good product. They want everyone to have it. And eventually the negativity has to kind of end, because they're going to look foolish talking about something that is doing exactly what Microsoft said it would be doing. Now, Jez was 100% correct on that. But when you have these giant bombs, and you've got Tom Warren, a.k.a. #Terrible Tom, and don't think he didn't hear that. He knows he's Terrible Tom. He's well aware of it.
In fact, we used to do it. Hey, lace chucks with a $6. Wow, I like this.
That's crazy crap. That's wonderful.
Look at Mooch now. Mooch is like,
this guy every week he's getting mad. Every 6 weeks I'll get a game or something like that, and it's usually an indie game. Crap right now. He put his hypothetical kid through college. Listen. Anyway, so good, isn't it? Something.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Realistically though, crap. And people maybe misunderstood. I said it a bunch. I said it a bunch on Crossfire. I personally don't think I don't deserve an Xbox One X review console by no means.
I'm probably too hot. I mean, yeah, we had Mike in here, and I do. Like, a lot of people assume that the Xbox people hate us, and there's rumors going around about, but they don't.
Right.
You know, oh, we do got a live call, so that's good. MNC Mornings, hope to God we can hear you. What's up?
Yeah, I think that. And I do,
hey, what up, Mooch and Crap? I'm calling today on my Crap Gamer shit. Astros lost yesterday. I got no update with my Scorpio edition from Amazon because I never pre-ordered a console, so it never crossed my mind to pre-order from anywhere else. And you know, we Crap Gamers, we're a depressed bunch, so that's why we don't give you shit, Crap.
It's Colin.
It's when we take the uppers and we have a good day that we become Mooch maniacs, and that adrenaline is why we keep giving Mooch all the games. So basically, we use you as our therapy session, Crap. Because other than that, we're always on the ledge, ready to jump off when there's bad news. So if I call next week and excited, that's because they finally fixed my damn pre-order, and I'll be giving Mooch a free copy of Assassin's Creed, Call of Duty, Battlefield. I'm giving him the whole Microsoft treatment. All right. Colin, Chris, Don, David. You know what? I'm even losing the letter of my name. Fuck it. I'm out.
Colin, Chris, Don.
Yeah, nice to hear from you. But yeah, you know what? It's funny. Like, it's just kind of this little joke that me and Mooch have. But by the way, now that Game Gifting is live, for insiders anyway, MOH Space Crapgamer, just saying. I already have Soda Drinker Pro, so no jokes, all right?
Yeah, no jokes.
And if that gets gifted to me, it's getting gifted to Mooch.
It was answered this morning by, I don't know if it was Mike or it was Xbox itself that put a tweet out, but this was kind of important. I said to myself, what happens if you get a game where you've already owned it? You can re-gift it, which is great. I mean, that's a Seinfeld episode waiting to happen.
Yeah.
Was that a re-gifted gift? It absolutely was.
Absolutely.
But that's great, because that makes a lot of sense. There's people who may say, geez, I wanted you to play this. Oh, I didn't know you had Destiny 2. I didn't know you had Forza. I didn't know you had, Cuphead. That's great, but you know what you can do? You can pay it forward, right, Crap, and go ahead and give it to somebody else. Works great for our show too, because if anybody gives us gifts and we already have them, we could use them for giveaways on the show. So.
Well, someone in the chat goes, "You already have every game, Crap." I was like, "No, I don't have Evil Within 2 or Wolfenstein 2." But I do want to point out that Mooch was gifted Wolfenstein or Evil Within 2, and now Forza 7. Both.
Yes. Yes.
So, yeah. Oh, hey, we got another call.
Crap was gifted a down.
Sorry,
we lost.
Yeah, we didn't get to him quick enough. Sorry about that. Because the way I'm gonna have to do it now is basically I'm gonna have to ring him in, turn them on, and hopefully you guys are ready.
Oh no, I'm ready, man. We'll do it hot. We're doing it hot. We got almost 600
we're going
viewers.
hot.
That's amazing.
A lot of people are waiting here, but I mean, while Jay's doing that and going back and forth, Jay, let us know when you think you may have voicemails back up and running.
I think I have voicemails ready now.
Okay. Let's get in one. Man, we could take this show to 2. I don't even care.
I don't care.
Oh man, Lucifer, you had to donate that much, really?
Big fan, Mooch and Dubs. Oh,
that's hilarious.
Crap.
Great. That's just what I need.
Let's go with it. Let's try it, Jay.
Let's try a voicemail.
So we've got our #1 Ninja Turtle on deck.
Raphael. Let's see.
Raphael. Let's hear what he's got.
Fingers crossed.
Hello, Mooch, Crap, J-Dubs. This is Raphael, the one, the only, the original MNC Mornings Ninja Turtle. Do not trust any imposter. How you guys doing? I hope you guys are having a great Sunday, and with all this talk about microtransactions and loot crates and what have you, that might actually drag down the score of games, rightfully or not, just wanted to ask your opinion. Where do you guys draw the line? When are microtransactions acceptable? When do they become less acceptable? And when you think are downright immoral, if you want, or ethical or unethical. To me, when a microtransaction is made to sell a part of a game that was made with the same budget of the original game but cut out to make an extra profit, I find that despicable. Some of the more Skinner boxy microtransactions as well, especially if the game is engineered around it, I find unappealing, and I will not support with my wallet, either not buying it or not even buying the main game to begin with. And according to people like the Fonz, who has done the math, they're not really needed to turn a profit on games, and some games now are being built around it. I'm not saying any in the specific. I know that some are being blamed for it for no reason, like Forza, but anywho, what's your opinion? When is it okay? When is it not okay? And where do you draw the line? Have a good Sunday.
Well, here's the thing. So let me speak to that a little bit, okay? Because here's the deal, Crap. Microtransactions. We didn't get to this. We did harp on this a bit, but it's important that everybody understands the reason that microtransactions, I think, are still okay. And you have to understand that people are like, Mooch, don't defend it. Guys, if you don't have that in there and they're not able to make this other source of money, you're going to go from $60 to $70 a title, or $75. And then they're still going to put microtransactions in there. The thing about it right now is let them make their money. The publishers, the devs are content with this. If you don't want to do it, you don't want to purchase it, you're still paying $60. Like, this is a win-win for everybody. I don't have a problem. There's very few games that are pay to win. Very few. None even come to mind. They're all aesthetic. It's just glitz and glamour. It's a scarf. It's a hat. You know, it's your guy has an extra, I don't know, an extra this or that. Who cares? An extra car. You could buy something in GTA that's like really, really great. That's awesome. My point is that like it's extra. And I don't want to see the games go up from 60 to 70 because the microtransactions are not going to end. They're just not going to end. So be careful what you wish for, guys, because you just might get it. I mean, Crap, are you on that same wavelength? I don't know if you guys can hear me. Can you guys hear me or no? I don't.
I can hear. I can't hear Crap.
Crap, I think, had to bounce out for some reason. That has nothing to do with you either. I think that's just...
You're right. I think that's him.
Yeah, I think that's a him. Crap's going. Look at I love the chat. Crap has disappeared. Crap is now playing it. It is, Mooch. It is. And it's definitely a me problem right now because now it's the Mooch, J-Dubs, and Mooch show. That's great. You're flying solo. Everyone goes, we got you, Mooch. That's so good. Hopefully Crap's able to come back. That's a him problem. That's not a Jay or a show problem. I think that his internet might have spiked or something like that.
That's right.
You know, it's kind of hard, isn't it, Jay, when you're trying to wheel and deal between all the different pieces of software? You have 3 different hardware units going.
Yeah, I've got a lot of hardware going right now, and you know, we really want to bring the show to the next level, and I think, you know, we're on the right track. But the type of software we're using, it's schizophrenic in a way, where some days it knows it wants to work, and other days it takes on a different personality and it doesn't want to do what we wanted. Well, we had it working to do the day before, so really sorry about that, people. And we will work this out. And you know what? The show was still entertaining with the
I certainly am entertained. That's for damn sure. But you know, like getting into what we were talking about before, I can continue on this because I've had a lot of time to harp on it and think about it. Is getting back to the, you know, these folks with the Xbox One X's and getting them. I think Microsoft did a good job of distributing it. They had to do that. It was strategic, Jay. You know, you have to have your
that. Yes,
your big channels have to have it, because if you hit just the smaller guys and you don't get the bigger guys, they're going to do negative press, and that's a problem.
Yes,
you know, it's a massive issue.
And what I liked about what some people were saying about the whole situation was that some of these people that were dissing on the Xbox the whole generation, maybe this is the way to bring them around. Maybe this is the way that they will finally see that, you know, Microsoft isn't the evil empire that they've been claiming they have been for the last 5 years or whatever.
No, I agree. And I mean, that's the thing. The thing about it is it's really important to understand that they have to do this strategically. They have to look good doing it. If they don't look good and they don't put their best foot forward, these big YouTube channels are going to attack. And if they attack, you're talking about millions of subscribers that are going to get the wrong idea.
Definitely.
And if they get the wrong idea, we got problems. You know what I mean? Microsoft needs this to be a huge event for them next week. And I think they did the right thing. I do think that if they wanted to, getting a little, you know, Microsoft's been doing tremendous things for fan service. OG back compat, back compat in general. To get, and again, this is not me. I don't deserve one. I'm just getting. I love getting on it and speaking to the audience. I love doing the show, and I understand today's show is having a bit of complications, but even going through it, never give up, always push forward. Something always everyone should realize is the show must go on. But like, you know, it really does come down to the fact that some of the smaller guys to pay maybe some fan forward and show some good face for Microsoft. Let the people who have 50,000, 30,000, 40,000 subs that work on Xbox all the time, maybe giving them that. What I'm saying is that doesn't sell more consoles necessarily, but you get a lot of the hardcore Xbox guys that are on the fence right now, Jay, right? There's a lot of people that go, should I upgrade? Should I not? And you know, the point of the matter that really comes down to it is that there's a lot of people that don't realize it. A good friend of mine, Jay Hoof, who does YouTube, and he's big in Canada, he says a lot of people they just don't understand the whole concept between 4K and HDR still. And the majority of people don't. And it's the big difference that we had going from Xbox to Xbox 360, the HD
What a
generation.
difference. I tell you what, that is like an extreme difference right there.
Wow. Hey, Crapgamer, thanks for coming back, by the way.
Whoa.
You know what? I'll tell you guys about this after the show. Like, you won't believe it.
After today's show, I believe everything.
You know what? I just want to apologize. Like, I really am sorry to the fans and stuff. Like, you know me, Mooch, Jay, you guys know me, right? I'm a stickler for doing a professional show.
You are.
And for this stuff to be happening today.
Totally.
Well, it's good to have you back, because pretty soon, you know, Mooch.
Well, no, actually, because Jay has the stream key, so this show would have just kept going. We're not in my room.
That's right. We're in Jay's. We're all in Jay's head. We are in Jay's world. Yeah, but you know, but good to have you back. I was just getting into the fact of, like, you know, Xbox has done tremendous things with back compat and fan service. I don't know how much of it you heard or you didn't, but I think that what your point was, and I don't mean to speak for you, was that not that the people they gave the Xbox Ones to was a bad thing. I just think it would be nice if they did do it to some, not me at all, but some of the others that can utilize this, and maybe get some of the people that are on the fence on getting the X would go, and the hardcore channels may tip the scales to see their favorite YouTuber using that. Go ahead.
MNC Mornings, go ahead.
Okay, you're live on Mooch and Crap.
Hey, Mooch Crap. How you doing? This is Jay from Xbox Live. I gotta tell you, Crap, you were right. I was watching this Lamar Wilson unbox a Xbox One X, and this clown doesn't even know what he has. The first thing he said is this is for people with 4K TVs. You know, so why is Microsoft sending Xboxes to people like him? I mean, 90% of his channel is Nintendo, and the rest, and the other 10% is eating Oreo cookies and reviewing Oreo cookies. It's just crazy. But anyway, the reason I called to ask you a question, will there be a separate list for the Xbox One enhanced games so we know which ones to buy? Because I think it's very important to support the developers. Thank you very much. Have a good day.
It's a good question.
Hey, Scruffy in the...
See, the show's getting back on track now.
It is. You know what, though? I just had to laugh, though, because you could hear his dog, Scruffy, or whatever his name is, barking his head off in the background, which never happens. Like, this stuff never happens to us, right?
Right.
Like, damn. But, yeah. So what he's talking about, yeah, you can already get a list of the Xbox One X enhanced games. Like, they already have that. You can go to the site and click enhanced. Also, if you go into your Xbox One, you can go to your games and apps. Go to your games, and there's a tab that you can click for Xbox One X Enhanced. And so far, there's only 4 that I have anyway. World of Tanks, Super Lucky's Tale, Gears 4, and
I think, and
Diablo 3.
And I think, Mike, again, shout out and thanks to Mike for being so gracious, stopping by. He does a lot of live streams today, so I don't know if Mike's still here. But, like, I think what they're planning to do is, November 6th, they're going to unload the majority of those games ready for Xbox enhancement.
Do you think that's a problem? Do you think that they should have had that like somewhat before, at least some more? Like, why isn't Assassin's Creed going to be ready before? Why isn't
Well, we're still a week out, crap.
Yeah,
so there's time.
It is troubling though, because like somebody with me, my situation with the internet, right? So what's going to basically happen to me would be the fact that I'm going to be stuck downloading a bunch of patches and not even be able to play like a game.
Right. And was the whole idea was that they were supposed to correct that by having these out earlier. But what's their interpretation of earlier? Does that mean Wednesday this week? Does it mean the Monday before launch? I mean, myself personally, let's be honest,
not
guys.
all of them are going to release that. Like they have this big list, right? Like we're going to have over 150 games, but how many are going to be this year? You know what I mean? That's a real question. Hey, we got over 600 watching. Hit that like button. We're going to take a call. We're probably going to
go to crap. We'll probably go to like 2 today, crap.
Hey, Mooch, hey, crap, AJ Dub, Mass Murder here again. Just a quick insight or whatever. I've been in Xbox Live for 15 years. I got 300 games, none of them gifted like you guys. But shouldn't, I don't know, Xbox try to reward some of their people that's been loyal to them for the past 15, 20 years since they've been out? I don't know. I'll hear the question offline. All right, peace.
That's a hard question to
Here's the thing, because I like, as you know, I had some issues there that came up or whatever, but with the whole thing, I don't mind. I get you're trying to win people over that dislike the Xbox brand. I can get that angle, but it kind of, I'm like scratching my head. Why didn't Scratch get one? That guy busts his butt for Xbox people. People like him. You know what I mean?
We made a comment a couple of shows ago where we were like, Microsoft needs to go out there and buy a company, buy something, buy a game.
Yes, do it.
Do something. So listen, I mean, here's the thing. We've seen so many people, whether you agree or not, that these people got Xbox One X's, already. Like, how many are they supposed to give out? I mean, they do need us to buy some of them. You know what I mean? They have to make some money.
Well, here's the business. I listened to the next podcast, with Xbox.
Yeah, I did too.
And the Don always makes really good points, right?
Yes, he does.
In a monotone kind of way. Well, crap, basically what happens is if Microsoft gives these people, a free Xbox One X, and then in return, if just one person buys an Xbox One X based off that recommendation, it evens out, right? If 2 or more, it's a win for them, right? So, I mean, what do we got going on there?
That's Jay's family.
Oh, okay, Jay's family. Welcome to the MNC Morning Show. Join in with Jay.
Yeah, I'm afraid to mute my mic. I'm afraid that you guys won't be heard, so I'm keeping my mic open.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. So yeah, you know, so the Don made that point, which was if you know, if even one person, then it's even. You know, if you get two or more, then it's even better, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So that's always one of those things. I would, man, Alan Savage with another $20. I guess I can't complain anymore, Mooch.
No, you definitely cannot.
And this just in, Mooch is opening Super Chat next week on his channel.
I'm opening Super Chat on my channel. Not only that, crap, I'm going to be mooching. I would like, out of the dividends of this is part of this this graciousness is due to me. I will take a gift of Wolfenstein 2 tonight. Thank you. Courtesy of Crap Gamer. What the heck's going on here? What happened? He's mooching by association.
Yes.
No, you know, no, it really is that. Don is kind of right. You know, the Don. He's right because he's, you know, if they just give that one, what do you think that's really costing them, crap? What do you think one of these units is costing? Forget the software, because that's a lot of those are older games anyways, and EA throws in. That's all just you know, money coming through from other companies. They're not paying much for that. I mean, it's got to be what, maybe $300, $400. If, like Don says, 2 people buy this thing, that's totally worth it. And they're going to get more than 2 people per big channel. These guys have millions of followers, or 380,000 or 780,000 followers. It is going to pay off for them.
M&C Mornings, what's up?
Live. Get a call. Crap. Go ahead.
Hey, Mooch Crap, I did have one question. Something popped up during the week. Do you think Microsoft should take a chance and buy Capcom, since Capcom seems like they're going to be on the market? That way we can get a game like Power Stones and all their wonderful games that they have backlog that they really can't financially afford to produce. Let me know your thoughts. I'll go back and listen to the stream. Talk to you guys later. All right, this is Sir X-Man. Bye, guys.
Sir X-Man. Yeah, we're just going to answer him because, man, he's a great, just donated a bunch of stuff. So,
Sir X-Man is the Gatorade. He's the sponsor for M&C Mornings today.
Yeah, so what, this is the problem, right? Capcom is a Japanese company. So I think it would be hard for Microsoft to go in there and buy them out. But at the same time, maybe they could buy an IP or so. Who's going to make the games? You know what I mean? Like, that's the real problem. Microsoft really needs like some studios to step up and kind of make some games and things like that. I would like it, but the only game that's really mainstream that Capcom does anymore is, well, I mean, I did like Dead Rising 4. A lot of people didn't, but I like Dead Rising 4. I like Dead Rising 3. Street Fighter's okay. Obviously, like, one of your games of the year is Resident Evil. Yeah.
Resident Evil is a very good game, crap, and it holds everybody's attention.
Now, imagine Sony were to get them because they are a Japanese company, and that would be easier for them to do, or get that IP, then that would be exclusive. That would be a huge blow, right? I mean,
that would be a massive blow. Microsoft definitely has to keep their ear to the ground and understand that they need to, if they see any kind of movement like that, they've got to open up that's where you say open the checkbook up. That's where things get a little bit more hasty. You can't let somebody like Sony go in and grab Resident Evil. That cannot happen. And listen, let's be honest. That's not going to happen.
I agree.
On either side.
Yep. Hey, you know what? Jay's like, hey, rundown. Yeah, we did promise that like 75 likes ago.
Yeah, we could do a rundown.
We could do a rundown. And hey, if you guys like it or you want to donate some more, hashtag mooching.
Yeah.
But hey,
my gamer tag is Mooch, by the way, in case you're bored of giving crap money. How about that? Jeez. Holy moly. We might as well just start juggling or have Jay's dog do some kind of trick.
Yeah, does he bounce a ball in his nose or something, Jay? Because that would be epic.
No, he likes to run around in circles, so I guess.
I wonder what that's worth on the open market.
Probably not much. Hey, enjoy the rundown, though, because I think it's a really good show.
Yeah, and then we'll do a poll afterwards.
Yes, we're going to do a Twitter poll afterwards.
Enjoy the show.
Yes. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another exciting edition of M&C Mornings Rundown, where we take topics and kind of debate and go back and forth and see who makes the better points, and then we're going to vote for it on Twitter. It's very exciting. I'm undefeated. Well, not undefeated, but I'm 1-1. So we're going to get started. First topic. Shannon Loftus versus everyone. So, Mooch, who do you think could do a better job than Shannon Loftus at Microsoft doing her job? I personally think pretty much anybody could at this point.
Anybody could do it.
monkey.
I hate to say it, and usually we're supposed to go back and forth and disagree, but I got to tell you something. At this point, we're on the same page. I would say J-Dubs, myself, you, anybody can do a better job. And that's not fair to say it just like that, such a bland statement. But crap, she hasn't produced anything since she's taken over for Phil in that seat. Tell me what she's given me. Prove me wrong.
And she's canceled. There's been game cancellations under her. She's come out pretty much against single-player games. Realistically, she puts her foot in her mouth. She has a big smile on her face while introducing remakes of games that we launched the generation with, Zoo Tycoon. Like, who's excited about this? She needs to know. If she's pushing the Xbox One X, you're not going to push the old games or kiddie games that were retrofitted and they took the Kinect out.
Exactly. We want real games. Stop with the cartoony shit. We're done with it. We're tired of it. We want something that's a little bit more realistic, more real to life.
Exactly. Like, Shannon, you've got to go. Go back, do something with the VR or something, or AR. We wish you luck, honey. But at the end of the day,
you don't got to go home, but you got to
get the hell out of
here.
Exactly.
Nice. Very good. Very good. Very good.
Next up, Destiny 2. Is it failing? They've lost a significant number of players. Uh-oh, Mooch, your favorite game. Do you think it's failing?
It's not failing. It's not failing. Everybody's got to realize this. We've said it once. We'll say it a million more times. That is Destiny, folks. You buy Destiny, you play it for 2 months. After that, you've pretty much crushed everything Bungie's giving you because people are playing it day in, day out. Then when the DLC comes, everybody comes back. So all this is, don't get me wrong, it's a legitimate article. It's a legitimate discussion. But everybody leaves. Everyone that left will come back. They already bought the season pass. This is a non-issue.
I don't know, Mooch. 2 million players. That's a lot of damn players to be abandoning a game. I mean, you know, at the end of the day, I think that it might not be time to panic just yet. But if those numbers get any lower, I would say maybe it is time to panic because Destiny really did a bad job out of the gate with the first one.
2 million people. You said it yourself. You think 2 million people that spent $60, all 2 million of them are not going to come back? They're all going to come back.
I bought the game, but I didn't come back. So, you know what I mean? I don't know. I know. I'm level 2. I'm level 2. Hey, maybe when it gets an Xbox One X enhancement, I might hop in there and just mess around and see what's going on. But I don't know. I have to disagree with that. Next up, media bias versus media favoritism. Which one do you think more applies to the Xbox brand? Because for a long time, we've been known as like the media bias bros, right?
Yeah.
Like, oh, they're always preaching media bias, media bias. But are we actually, is it really media bias or is it more media favoritism? Like, for me personally, I think there's a bit of both depending on which site it is.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of media favoritism. What's your thoughts on that?
I think it's a little bit more media bias. I see where you're coming from with the favoritism. And in certain instances, people grew up with the PlayStation brand. So for their defense, maybe them, it's favoritism. But a lot of it's Microsoft bashing. It's bashing. It's like making fun of Microsoft to make Sony look better. And when you're doing that, that's a bias because what you're doing, that's on the attack. The way I look at it is if you're defending Sony because of your childhood dreams and the things that you loved and the games that you played, that's fine. I'll let that go. But when you're doing deliberate attacks and you've developed an entire campaign based off of a difference of 180p, that, my friend, is media bias. That was a deliberate agenda by the media to take Microsoft out by the legs.
But the whole point of favoritism is you have a favorite, right? So I think a lot of it is favoritism just because these people grew up with with a PlayStation. You know what I mean? A lot of these people grew up with PlayStation, and so they favor PlayStation.
I played PlayStation 2 as well, crap. That's the thing. I played PlayStation growing up as well. But at the same time, you have to stop and look at it. Xbox came out with a better controller, a better online service, and I really think multiplayer is the place to be. That is the place to be. And the problem is the gaming media is developed mainly of these single-player type of gamers, which there's nothing wrong with, but they're pushing their agenda down our throats, and that's not what we want.
Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree. I just think that there is a lot of favoritism, too. Next up, single-player games. Are they dying out? Again, Shannon Loftus has said something similar to this. Phil Spencer has. I don't know if they're dying out because we're always probably going to have a single-player element. But do you think it's gotten to the point? I mean, look, Scalebound canceled. A lot of games that are single-player getting canceled. Studios closing down. The latest one was that Star Wars game. That was going to be a very story-driven game. What do you think? Is there still room for single-player games anymore? Or is it mostly going to be multiplayer and transaction type games?
This is like that same discussion when people say if you stare at the sun, you're going to go blind. Well, don't stare at the sun. Here's the thing about this. Single-player games are not going to be extinct, okay? They're still going to be around, but it's just a topic of discussion. They're not going to get rid of things like that. I mean, the single player to Halo is not going to go away. Uncharted's not going to go away. But realistically, the writing's on the wall that multiplayer games make more money. And these are businesses. That's why I don't understand people with their kumbaya candles and can't we just all get along? And it doesn't matter what a developer says and what game he's playing on what system. These things all matter. It's a business, folks. It's a business. And multiplayer makes money, period.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think single-player games are going anywhere, but I think they're going to be less of a focus going forward, especially when you see and Destiny, you know, a lot of these games, Division, that realistically rely on this type of stuff. Next up, this is one of your topics. Do green discs matter? You want to take it away?
Yeah, I'll take it away. Green discs do matter to Xbox fans, but to nobody else, and that's the problem. And you know who else I really think has a problem with? I think that the Microsoft executives need to start to understand that they have to stick up for their own brand. Your brand is like your own kid. If you don't stick up for them, then everyone else is going to walk around and kick them in the ass. And that's the problem. They don't defend the people that defend their product. They don't defend their own product. It's just peace, love, and harmony, and it doesn't matter. You're trying to tell me, Crap, that if you work for a company that has a marketing deal, forget the gaming company for a second. Forget everything. If you see these sports teams and they're signed up with a certain sports drink, they don't even like the drink. They don't even touch the drink. It's got too much sugar in it, but they still hold the bottle because that's who sponsors you. The money is filtrated through their organization. It's the same thing here.
Yeah,
so why is it somebody that gets paid shouldn't get that money? Why shouldn't they show that respect to that brand?
If you're pimping Gator up a Powerade sign, it's basically bottom line right there. And you never see this on the Sony side. So I know like a lot of times we're supposed to disagree or whatever, but I'm 100% in agreement that I think that if there's a marketing deal in place, that the only discs that should be shown are Xbox discs or PlayStation, depending on who has the marketing, right? It's like we don't even get official announcement for Destiny 2 or Call of Duty being X-enhanced or what that entails, because Sony won't allow it, right? That should be the same type of deals that Microsoft makes going forward.
Agreed.
Next up, media gets free Xbox One X's. Is that the wrong people getting the Xbox One X's? This is another one of yours. What do you think, Mooch?
Listen, it's the wrong thing to do. And let me tell you why. You do have to get it out to certain parts of the media, but other people that are just going to take the Xbox One X, take it out into the middle of the road and smash it on the ground, why give it to people like that disrespected your brand? Again, this happens in no other business but the gaming business. Why not give an X to someone like the Crapgamer? I'm not even going to include myself in there, but someone like Crap that does day in and day out coverage of the Xbox brand. He's definitely an Xbox fan. He's got enough subscribers that it shows goodwill from Microsoft. Give someone like Crap or Zaire, give these guys Xbox One X's. These are the people that have been fighting for you since the 2012 era when you had nobody in your corner. Okay, so I'm not even asking for myself. Here I am, mooching for my friends. All I'm saying is this: give it to the people who love your product. They'll do you more service in the end.
Here's the thing, I agree again. Like, it pisses me off to no end. I'm seeing people that have actually crapped on the Xbox since the beginning. The Boogies, Jeff Keighley, and I hear the bell, but I'm still gonna go, folks. Jeff Keighley, this ass bucket gets an Xbox One X. Sure, the box looked damaged, as it should be, but you know what I mean? This guy gave away the price of the Xbox One X before E3, and people at Microsoft were pissed off about this. There is no way this guy should have got it. Let people go out and buy it them damn selves. You know what I mean? Like, wow, I cannot believe the people that are getting Xbox One X's. Like, the list is unbelievable. It just baffles me. You know, completely baffles me. Yep. Next up, the SNES Classic or backwards compat for OG Xbox games. This is a tough one, Mooch. This is one of yours.
I gotta say it like this, Crap.
I gotta tell you.
Go ahead, you take it, Crap.
OG Xbox for me. OG Xbox all day. Those games are so good. You got KOTOR, Ninja Gaiden Black. You have all kinds of games. Sid Meier's Pirates, and they're going to keep adding to it. Psychonauts. Woo! I forgot how much I love that game. OG backwards compatibility, 100% better than SNES Classic.
Here's the problem.
Leave those
all you
in
guys
the
that
past.
love your back compat, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, and I'm not hating on it. I'm really not. But when you're talking about the two differences, you guys that all love these games, you all have the original Xbox in your house. You could have been playing these all along. You know why you haven't? Because you're tired of them and you don't like them. The whole idea with the SNES Classic is it's true nostalgia. These are games. Not many people still have the cartridges from the 90s. Nobody kept those things from house to house or college moved back to
I
the
do.
professional. Yeah, but not many. More people have the people that are saying they're playing these games on OG back compat. They have the games. They have the Xbox One OG or the Xbox OG. They have it.
This one's going overtime, though, because I'm telling you right now, right? I have an original Xbox, but with the newer TVs, they're really a pain in the ass to hook up like the old school stuff to, right? So you have to use these component cables, and they like plug in weird.
Same thing goes for the SNES Classic. That's what makes it so great.
But you can use HDMI. Yeah, I get that. So being able to play backwards compat and better graphics and everything, I think that that's much better because the games, in my opinion, were much better and much more realized.
Listen, there's
in
nothing
the
wrong
early
with it.
2000s.
I'll say that. But if you're going to give the nostalgia crown to one of them and not the other, you got to give it to the SNES Classic. These are games that are harder to get your hands on, and they're like Donkey Kong Country, Super Castlevania. I mean, these are true all-time classics.
KOTOR for life. We can keep adding. Hey, we can keep adding to the OG Xbox backwards compatibility.
You're stuck. You're
stuck with 30 games forever on the SNES Mini. Bottom line, I just won that. Everybody knows it. Let's go on to the next topic. Xbox Live games with gold, I'm assuming, versus PlayStation Plus. Now, we don't have the PlayStation Plus games yet, but I can already tell you it doesn't matter because it's going to be better than what Xbox has.
Yeah, I agree. Listen, the past couple of months, it's all been PS Plus. Overall, I think if you look at the longevity of the entire thing, I think it's a wash. I think they've both done good. They both, like, it seems like one goes on a 3-4 month run, and the other one goes on a 3-4 month run and beats the other one. Everyone's just a little bit. Of course, when Sony does something, the whole world, actually, the Earth stops moving for a few minutes while those tweets go out. So it's so great when Sony gives. Remember, when Sony's giving, take a look at the era of time. It's always when Sony has nothing to offer you anywhere else. Microsoft has a lot of games and a new console coming out. Why do they want to give you something free? They don't. They want you to go out and buy. That's called business. Again, folks, stop with the Unity candles. Stop with the kumbaya. They are here to make money, and that's what Microsoft would do, and so would you if you were in a corporate seat.
What a travesty this is, right? First of all, Microsoft, you have a Xbox One X coming out in November. Why wouldn't you have enhanced games? You just announced enhanced games on the 360 for Christ's sake, right? And the Xbox. Why not do Rise of the Tomb Raider? What a great way to get people to jump on board, right? Why not do the first Assassin's Creed? That's enhanced, or you know what I mean? One of those damn enhanced games. Get those games out there. That's what you got to do. Microsoft dropped the ball. End of story. Crapgamer wins. Woo! Vote for me.
I don't know about that. Listen, vote Mooch. Listen, you guys may not like some of the answers, but here's the thing. It is the voice of reason. You have to stop and think about it and be like, you know, at the end of the day, I think Mooch really knocked them out of the park. Everything I said is true. It's all factual.
Yeah, I don't know about that. But anyway, thanks for watching the Rundown. We will catch you guys later. If you guys have some topics for us on the Rundown or a top 10, let us know, and we'll be happy to incorporate them into what we do. Have a great day. Dude, that was a hell of a rundown. That sounded great. I mean, I bought it a couple times, but other than that, man, that was a hell of a rundown, man.
Way better than I even remember us recording it.
Yeah, like holy crap, that was amazing, like phenomenal.
I think you guys sound amazing, don't I?
You do.
He does. Like, you know what's funny is Jay's in there for that, right? And he's ringing the bell and stuff, and keeping the time, and that's funny. And then he edits it all together. So props to him for doing that, man. Really Great job with that. I do feel like I won. Did you put the poll out on Twitter yet?
The poll's gone.
It is out there.
Yeah, it's out
well, you
there.
gotta remember that Jay's talking Canadian there again. He said the poll is gone.
Guess who literally just made news? Me, right? Because Gaming Bolt puts up an article called "Xbox One X shipments are not delayed." Phil Spencer debunks rumor, and then somebody asked Phil on Twitter, "Hi Phil, Crapgamer just announced via YouTube that Xbox X shipments are being delayed. Is this true?" And then Phil says, "No, shipments are fine." Here's the thing. Even in the video, I stated that this was only an Amazon problem.
Right.
Right? I never said that Microsoft have shipment issues. I said it's an Amazon problem. Which, Mooch, have you not heard the same thing?
Absolutely. There's a lot of people writing me nonstop saying, oh, this sucks. I might not get mine till the 14th, or I might get it on the 18th of November. Now, some people are saying the 30th. Listen, nobody really knows this could be an internal issue with Amazon, but regardless, crap, you are right. It's an Amazon problem. So
I love being I'm gonna vote for Mooch. Might as well.
I'm gonna vote for Mooch. That's great.
I figure he needs. I just retweeted that. So if you guys want to go vote, go check out the Twitter. I just retweeted it. It should be It should be cool.
Yes.
So
yes.
yeah, so that was a hell of a rundown, and yeah, just like I was saying, you know, the shipments and stuff. I never said it was a Microsoft problem. I said it was a Amazon problem, and multiple people have corroborated this. So it's and it could be a mess up. Who knows? I hope that everybody. Hey, Supersonic Station goes, crap might get an Xbox One X now because Phil is mad.
That's great. I highly doubt it, but crap, keep us informed. We should take we see Sir William in the chat. Nice to see Sir William's here today. Shout out to Mel, a lot of great people. Luca's here. We've had a lot of people. We've had over 600 at one point. We're still in the high 500. A lot of people sticking with us, and we do have everything up and running. Well, let's hope before I put my foot in my mouth. Jay Williams, can we do another voicemail?
Yeah, we have Mr. Zombie Killer on deck.
Let's do that.
Hello, MC Mornings. It's Mr. Zombie Killer, and how are you guys doing? I've been gone for a couple weeks, but I'm back and looking fresh, ready for the Xbox X launch. And we've actually had a whole month of games. Too many games. Like I've said, we got 1,000 games. There's nothing to complain about. But all the salty PlayStation fanboys are gonna fucking try to ruin our little fun party. But this is our time, and it's gonna be fun. It's all about X Party now. Speaking of which, the backward compatibility for the original Xbox came out, and I was on Mooch's drug, Nostalgia, and on the bottle it said, "One hell of a drug." And I was playing Crimson Skies while I was on it, and it looked so good. And I'm like, this game needs a remaster right away. And then I thought I seen that Crapgamer had the vote post on where people can vote for the Sunset Overdrive 2, which was a great idea. And I hope everyone right now goes on there and votes. It's not hard. And while you're on there, vote for other things too. We can get nothing. A lot of stuff is better than nothing. And you know, we need more features and shit. I mean, we don't need it, but it'd be cool to improve the X. Gonna go to the Assassin's Creed Origins midnight launch tonight because it's Thursday today, and looking forward to Crossfire tomorrow. And so that's gonna be cool. Looking forward to Origins and all that stuff. So that's going to be cool. They got that New York City launch for the X coming, and I was all hyped about that because the Xbox One launch was awesome. So this is going to be really cool. Excited. It's going to be a party. And crap, going to be getting drunk, I can see, on that X day. It's going to be fun. Hey, us crapaholics, we'll be on there with you. And I'm going to go driving afterwards. No, I'm not. I'll be too busy waiting for Best Buy to deliver my fucking box the next day. And I'm going to pull a Luca that night because I'm probably just going to stay home and watch Mixer. That live event is going to be awesome. And have a local party, which should be fun. So what are you guys going to be doing on Halloween? And what games are you going to be playing on Halloween? I'm going to be playing Friday the 13th and Dead by Daylight and all that. So that'd be cool. See what you guys are playing. And make sure you carve some Xbox pumpkins for Halloween on Tuesday. Happy Halloween. And of course, it's my favorite holiday because I'm a zombie killer. And I'm a zombie in both. Alright, see y'all later. Thanks, Jay. Bye.
Well, the Mooch Crap and Mr. Zombie Killer show is brought to you by Gatorade. No, I have no idea. That was a heck of a I don't know. He asked like 17 questions. I'm going to answer one or two of them. I mean, realistically, I'm playing, and shout out to Killing Dan, who's, I believe he's also a Patreon member. He just sent out a tweet saying, looking great, can't wait to play this on the X, and he's got a shot of the Evil Within 2. Awesome, clean look there, by the way, too. You know, a lot of people, and we always go versus Team Horizontal and Team Vertical, not to go off on a mooch rant here, but what the heck are people doing with, like, I can't wait to give away my vertical stamp for my Project Scorpio. I'm keeping my console horizontal.
It's James176. He is the pony winner.
Awesome! I am so excited. How you doing, Jay?
I'm doing great, man. So you're live with Mooch and Crap right now.
I'm live with Mooch and Crap? Awesome, man. It's pretty dope. Pretty dope. I'm very nervous right now, actually.
That's awesome, man. Congratulations.
Really nervous right now. I'm just like, love the show. I really enjoy it. You guys rock. Love the setup. Everything is just badass, dude.
Awesome. Okay,
that's our boy.
We'll be in touch soon with a prize.
Okay, cool.
Absolutely. Take it easy, James.
James is an awesome dude. Been with us since day one, too, Crap. Let me just say that. But, I mean, Crap, you're a big-time gamer. You've been doing this for a long time. Are you going to stand your Xbox One vertical?
No, it's going in the entertainment center. I have the same entertainment center as you. It's going in there on the top, on the side. So, I mean, it's just how it is. I'm not really worried about the vertical or, you know what I mean, horizontal thing. I can remember that was like a big thing with like the 360 and stuff, but I don't think so. I didn't even know that was a thing anymore.
I just can't believe that's. I guess that's where I'm at. I can't believe it's a thing. I mean,
I wouldn't trust it even on a stand. Right. Like anything can happen if you got a cat or if you got whatever. You know what I mean? Like seems like it would just be easy to knock over or whatever. So.
Yeah, people show pictures to me. They're like, Mooch, remember when this was a huge debate about a year or two ago? Mooch, you don't understand. I need to do this at school. I'm at school. I have this. I only have so much limited room. Where are you? I mean, there's no way in God's green earth you don't have room to put this thing down horizontally. I don't understand it. I mean, I can't fathom why. And I think it looks ridiculous standing up. I guess if you said, I guess my one out here, my one pathway out that I understand is if you're an Xbox gamer and you game on a monitor in an office, you know, like you're a PC guy, you have an Xbox One, and you want your Xbox vertical on your desk. I guess I see that. But if you're the other 98 percentile that has it in an entertainment room, okay, your family room, your man cave, anything, even if you have your game in your bedroom, you gotta have room on your gentleman's chest or on something to lay this thing horizontally. I just don't, because think about it. Isn't there too much risk that it can actually get knocked over when it's vertically standing there? All it takes is one person to bang into whatever piece of furniture you have it on, and that thing's over. I mean, it's over. That thing, once it hits the ground, you know, it might be able to stand up vertical, but it certainly doesn't bounce. Okay, folks, it doesn't bounce. Once it hits the ground, that's it. So,
well, I can remember I used to have my 360 vertical, right? And then it fell over and scratched up a disc really bad one time. And then from that point on, everything I did was pretty much, you know what I mean? I just horizontal. Or whatever.
I will say, I guess I will say this too, is now that we're going, you know, basically all digital crap, like you just said, you're not really interacting with the console so much anymore, right? You're turning it on wirelessly. You're going to your digital games. But if you're heavy into physical discs, I can't see why you like constantly finicking with this thing at a vertical level. It boggles my mind.
Yeah, mine goes in the entertainment center, and then that's it. You know, wipe it off every day, make sure it doesn't get a bunch of dust all over it or whatever, which I guess that could be kind of weird or whatever. But, yeah, that's basically what happens. And, you know, I'm not really worried about the whole vertical thing. If you like you're standing your stuff up, good for you. It's not something that I'm going to do.
Yeah, listen, you guys got to understand something, too. A lot of people are like, Mooch, how dare you say something like that?
How dare you?
I even use my toaster vertical. Okay, great. That's fine. I don't have a problem. It's a topic of discussion. It's something that constantly comes up. They still, even on that giant bomb unboxing, which, man, oh, man. Boy, if you had a bad week, don't watch that video. But they were arguing whether or not to take the sticker off.
Yeah.
I mean, if you know,
my sticker's on. Just
take the damn thing off.
I'm team sticker, dude. That's
if you look at
how it is, man.
If you're wearing your clothes with its tag on it still, then keep your sticker on. But if you take your sticker off anything else, which you do, then take it off of your Xbox. It looks ridiculous. And crap, if you have the same entertainment center, it's front and foremost. Why do you want a warning? A skull and crossbones warning on the bottom of your Xbox. Peel that thing off so it looks like it's actual hardware, and you know it's not just trash. It looks awful.
There's an interesting conversation going on in the chat right now about people's age, and it's so funny because everybody's like 30s and 40s and sometimes even 50s, and that's really cool because you know there's this big stigma that gamers are all. Well, somebody said I was 40, and I says no, I'm 35. You know what I mean?
We're still in our 30s, buddy. Calm down. Listen. Here's the
push me there, but it is interesting, right? Because there's the stigma that gamers are all, you know, like younger people or whatever, you know what I mean? And I think that a lot of people that watch us and stuff like that are very intelligent. You know, I'm not saying we don't have younger fans too, but you know, 30s, 40. You know
look at
what I mean?
everybody
like,
in the chat right now. Everybody's well over 30. And you know, the thing about it is I used to say this a lot more back in the day. Crap, I don't say it so much anymore, but I really think Microsoft has the older crowd. And that's why Microsoft generally, that's why you don't hear them brag about numbers, but they're actually doing okay because their clientele, their customer base, I think, has a higher source of income coming in than like where PlayStation is a younger crowd.
Is putting all kinds of numbers in there. We'll just stick to that 25.
Yeah, we'll just stick to that number. No. That's great.
Hey, I'm just happy that she's one of the 1.7% or whatever. That
Yes. Thanks for Mel. Thank you for being you and Luca, our female demographic.
Yeah, actually, the average gamer is 35 now, because what happens was that changes every year because realistically, gamers started hardcore gaming back with the Atari, and you look at when that came out, and right now that's about 35 or so years when that had its heyday. So. Always interesting to kind of, like 80.
Well, we're the generation that started it at crap, right? With the whole NES, the Sega world. I mean, you can even go back farther.
That's when I mean, yeah, you could go Odyssey or whatever, but it's like
Coleco and Atari. But I would say probably it was
the
Nintendo,
2600
Sega.
and the NES. Yeah, like Atari on the low end, because my first console was an NES, but I had played some Atari.
Right.
Like
I played Atari. I owned a Coleco, but I mean that was really, really young. I mean, Nintendo, I would say, if you really want to say what did I play as my first console, it was the NES. And but that's when it all started. So when you see the age kind of the mean now being 35 years of age, that makes sense, because that means up to 50, 55-year-olds, they were playing games too. Just because we were like really, really young when the NES came out, there were still people in their 20s playing NES games back then. It sure is.
Mooch agrees with Mooch, of course. Yes, he's Mooch, of course.
I love it when he shows up. I gotta be honest with you. I do think that's the truth of the matter, isn't it, Crap? I mean, I think that's why you see the numbers kind of keep scaling upward. It's not just a kid's thing. And who the hell's a kid can afford this? Kids with paper routes? You think they have $500 just laying around?
Yeah,
random November.
I agree. Like the younger people are the ones that are like. Probably buying the S and the PS4 Slims and things like that, right? And probably getting Game Pass. I bet that Game Pass appeals to some of the younger audience.
I agree. I agree.
Probably not the people like us, because although I did have it for a couple months, and then I was just like, I basically had all the games. Although it's like, damned if you do, damned if you don't, because I feel like the games, personally, that should be getting added to games with gold are ended up in the Game Pass, and we get like the meager indies and stuff like that now. I don't know. It hasn't. I'm with Noof on that one, man. Thanks for now that he's pointed that out. Every time they announce this, I'm always like, you know what I mean? Like, it just does seem more and more like that. Hey, we got some more voicemails though, don't we?
Yes, we do. We should hit a voicemail up. We have to make up for the first 30 minutes.
Yeah, we have.
Yes, we do.
King James 1089 on deck.
Nice. I know what that is.
What's up, Mooch, Crap, J Dubs? This is King James 1089, and I just have a couple of things I want to mention to you guys. The first thing is, I'm sitting here playing Ninja Gaiden Black. I'm amazed, and I just want to give my props to Microsoft. The game looks good, it runs good, and I just think it's Microsoft's way of pushing the industry forward once again and raising the bar. Literally, the Xbox is the only console that can not only have backwards compatibility, but enhance older games across 3 generations. And that's amazing to me. It's funny because I had called in months ago, way before E3, and I actually asked you guys, do you guys think this will happen? Anyway, my question is, do you think with these backwards compatible titles coming out from the OG Xbox, do you think it's Microsoft's way of possibly looking into older titles and older franchises to revive to the new generation? Just let me know your thoughts. Hashtag Phil, go publish Sunset 2.
Nice. I like how not only did he leave the voicemail,
you can hear him playing the game.
Playing, yes.
You can hear him like jamming on the buttons. Like you're not going to find any sympathy with Mooch though with the backwards compatibility stuff. He doesn't care. But
listen, it's not that. You see, Crap, and don't get me wrong. Everyone hears one person's rant or one person's tweet, and then they run off with it. I think OG back compat is fantastic. It's fan service. It's what Phil said the minute he took over as president of Xbox. All right, when he took over in the lead spot, he said your games are going to continue to go with you always. You buy it, why can't you play that game 5-10 years from now? So he's keeping his word. Okay, so that's an amazing thing, and it's awesome. And I don't think that it's anything that should be taken back. My only point this past week was it was funny. I found it hysterical, where we're all talking about Wolfenstein 2. We're talking about Assassin's Creed Origins, the Xbox One X, Super Lucky Tail, Cuphead, blah, 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 blah. And then everyone's like, hold it. Stop. It's time for me to go back and enjoy KOTOR for a month. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You are full of shit. That you are going to go play it for a day or so, and you're like, that's cool. It's like I said, it's like looking at an old family album of pictures, right? If someone says, hey, do you want to do that tonight? You're like, yeah, sure, yeah, sure. The minute you sit down with the photo album in your lap, you're like, you're flipping through it so fast to get to the end. You're like, oh, I remember. Great, let me put it back on the shelf. It's not that you ever don't want that to be around, but you also remember that that's you want to live in the now. Yeah. I'm living in the now, folks, and that's fine. I think it's great that they gave that to you, but you can't sit there and tell me, oh, it's KOTOR or give me death. Get out of here. You know, Ninja Gaiden Black, I watched people playing it, and don't get me wrong, it looks fantastic. Microsoft did what they said they were going to do.
They did what they said
they were going to do. So kudos to them. That's awesome. But don't tell me you're going to sit there and play 16 and a half hours of Ninja Gaiden Black tonight. You're not. It's ridiculous. You're going to play an hour of it and be like, oh, my God, I remember why I don't play this. Off. So you know, it is what it is.
Danny Boy says anything Mooch doesn't like it's dead.
Danny Boy's great. Danny, always good to have you with us, bro.
Man, you know what? I'm going to have to put up with people shoving that damn Gaming Bolt article up my ass all day about Phil Spencer, even though I didn't. There? Yes, well, not me per se, but it shows the tweet where someone's like, Crapgamer did a YouTube video about delays, right? But in the video, I said it's Amazon thing, right? Which I had plenty of people saying that to me, you know. So I don't know. Could be a shitty day, but anyway,
it's all right, Crap.
I know, right? Like, it's kind of funny, but whatever. Because you know, people are just gonna read that and then go to my video, which is like, oh, there's delays or whatever, you know what I mean? But even though I never said anything about Microsoft specifically, more just Amazon is sending out these emails saying that there could be a problem and there's going to be delays. So yeah, that's going to be great. Who else we got up on deck?
We have Graphics Junkie.
Nice.
Good stuff.
Hey, Mooch, Crap, and Jay. This is Graphics Junkie on Xbox Live. I just had some comments regarding the EA closing of Visceral Games and how just awful that is for all the employees there, and the fact that Dead Space 1 and 2 were just phenomenal games, and the third one, while good, you know, didn't deserve as much hate as it got, but that franchise really deserved a sequel in my mind. But anyway, I digress. The main point of the comment was EA's quote-unquote shift away from the single-player Star Wars game that also sounded fantastic, and shifting toward, you know, what everybody's expecting to be more of this games as a service. Well, in the back of my mind, you know, you have people out here playing Destiny and these other games where, you know, they're pumping in hundreds of hours or thousands of hours in some cases, and it worries me that we're going to have so many developers moving toward this games as a service model. But you know, there's only so many hours in the day and so many games that people want to play or have the ability to play with that many hours involved, that I just have a feeling that there's going to be a reduction in the total number of games sold or unique games sold. That if you know, where I could go buy a single player game and beat it in 15 or 20 hours, and now I've got to invest 100 or 150 hours before I can even play the in-game content. Well, I'm not going to have room to buy other games. So I think in their rush to try to make more money on games as a service, I think the overall number of game sales are going to go down. And I think that's just sad for the industry and multiple levels. But I'm curious to kind of get your thoughts on that. If you think, you know, EA's got Anthem coming out, and if they got this big Star Wars game now that's going to come out as a games as a service, you know, how many of those can possibly exist at any given time? It just seems like we're going to end up in a situation of diminishing returns there. So anyway, kind of like to get your thoughts on that, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your weekend. Thanks. Bye.
Huh. It's interesting. What do you think, Mooch?
I'll be honest with you, I was typing to one of the chat, so
I think he's talking about like the grind that you have to do for some of the loot and stuff like that.
Yes, I did catch that in the beginning.
Yeah, so I mean, I
don't know. It's part of what it is, right?
Yeah, for me personally, I haven't really noticed a grind, right? Like games that are grindy are kind of grindy. For me, a game doesn't even really need loot crates to be grindy. Like a perfect example would be Assassin's Creed Syndicate, right? Which was the previous Assassin's Creed to come out, where you can't do the last mission unless you have like a certain amount of burrows under your control or whatever, right? So, like, yeah, so it made you had to go do a bunch of side crap that you didn't really need to do or want to do. So
Right.
I can understand that. As far as the grinding in other games, I haven't noticed it much.
No,
maybe-
I haven't really either in most games. I don't know. I mean, there's the grinding games like Destiny. I mean, is that a game that would fit the mold of what he's talking about?
Could be. I don't know. Like Destiny is a bit grindy, but that's like the style of game it is, you know?
I don't see why Destiny gets so much crap, and then Diablo 3 is praised for basically the same idea. Someone's like, "Well, Mooch, there's more loot, and the way that the algorithm works that distributes the loot in Diablo 3 is done better than Destiny." That's debatable. I mean, I guess that's debatable. I've played the crap out of Diablo 3, love that game. But you know, I can't sit here and criticize Destiny 2. I think the only Destiny 2 criticism I have now, with all this loot grinding and trying to keep on subject here with the caller, was just that I don't think they made enough weapons. I don't know, for some reason, like Zur comes out every Friday and I have everything he's already done, and we are 2 months in. So who knows, maybe the next update's going to have a lot more, you know, guns and gear. But a lot of the stuff that they're providing in Destiny 2, you get just by playing the game, and there's not much to really obtain. A lot of it's just garbage or recycled stuff from Destiny 1. So I hope that's something that they really work on and build moving forward, besides story and content. But yeah, that's just the nature of the game with these grinding games. You just keep playing and playing and playing until you pick up something that's a smidgen better, and that's the lore. And if that doesn't ring your bell, then that game's not for you.
Yeah, I have to agree with you there. I just it's you know, it's a weird situation. I haven't noticed this a lot. By the way, I am winning the votes with a
How long is that going for, by the way?
I think it goes for 6 days.
I got it for a week
on it.
I got it for a week.
So okay, I mean, I guess
you know, people listen to the show at different times.
Good idea. Right now, I got a whopping 53%. Let's get that up to 75% where it belongs, people.
Go ahead, Mooch Maniacs. Feel free to hit that Mooch button. But yeah, he goes, yeah.
Yeah, if you want to, who do we got on deck there, JWs?
We have Fuzzy Belvedere.
Fuzzy, good supporter of the show, too.
Absolutely.
Yo, what up, Crap, Mooch, J-Dubs, Fuzzy Belvedere here. Figured I'd give a call in. Really excited about the Xbox One X, not too far away. But also wanted to speak my mind about the Xbox One X is going out to these influencers that aren't necessarily fans of the brand. I understand it. Microsoft has to try to change minds and reach the people that these influencers have access to, but it feels bad, man. Just not a good look, especially if some of these knuckleheads start shitting on the brand, in the next few days, weeks, months, whatever. But it is what it is. At this point, all we can do is just, look forward to our Xbox One X's coming in and enjoy those, and then for the a-holes that decide, oh yeah, the Kinect is dead and crap like that, just point them out and kind of, I don't know, I'll probably be one of those. It'll be like, I told you so type of thing to Phil or any of the other Xbox execs, but, hopefully they learn, but, hopefully, let's look on the bright side of things. Hopefully, things turn around and, they help, give us some more Xbox fans to play against online and see how it goes. But, that's it. Just my 2 cents on the matter. Join the show as usual. Keep up the great work, guys. Have a wonderful Sunday. Bye.
Yeah. Good stuff.
That was more of a story than a question, but I do agree.
Story.
Nice,
hey, Lucifer just donated $4.48. Like, do you think the Pro will price drop on November 7th? I doubt it, but I do think that Sony is trying to take away some of the steam from the Xbox One X with their Paris Games Week. So obviously, guys, be prepared for a lot of the Xbox fans to freak out leading up to the X release. I can guarantee that this is going to happen.
You're going to see another CGI of The Last of Us 2.
Or you're going to see Sucker Punch's new IP that's, years away, and people are going to go, man, Microsoft needs more exclusives. We need single player exclusives, guys.
Right.
And you know what I mean? Like, this is something that happens every time there is a Paris Games Week or PSX.
You know what's funny too? It's mainly the the PlayStation guys won't even say anything. It's mainly the Xbox fan that start getting nervous. What are we gonna do? What's happening? Fat Princess 3.
Woo! Fat Princess
I don't know.
3,
Look,
man.
everybody calm down, relax. A lot of the games you're gonna see, if they say they're new, they're not gonna be out for a long time. Sony's just showing their cards because they have to. Again, they're going into a holiday season right now where they want you to trust their investment. Trust the investment you made in them with your PS4 Pro and your PS4. Here's what's coming down the pipe. You don't know when that's coming. It could be 2022. You have no idea. So Phil plays a different role. Phil likes to show you what's coming out in the next 18 months. That's the way he's playing the game now. I don't know if that's necessarily the right approach. I think you can see people are hyped for Sony showing games that come out whenever Sony wants them to come out.
Yeah.
And that realistically is the way it should be, in my personal opinion. I mean, if they're the platform holder and they're going to decide when things get released, along with some publishers, they're definitely going to be the ones that dictate when they can show it, when they can't. I say show games anyway. It makes people who put the investment into your platform a little more confident in what they have in their home. So long story longer is don't freak out when you see the Paris game. You're going to see games that aren't coming out forever. I mean, they showed us Detroit. Right? Detroit was shown 2 or 3 years ago. It's barely maybe coming out in 2018. You know what I mean? Like, don't freak out. These games are going to be, I'm not saying Sony won't put them out, but they're going to be distant. They are going to be a distant ways out into the future, and they have to compete with Microsoft's hardware and software lineup. And Microsoft has a decent software lineup between now and April of next year. There's a lot of games coming out for Microsoft. So
there is. I mean, you see Crackdown 3, State of Decay 2, probably not Halo, but maybe Forza Horizon 4 could possibly come out. So hopefully,
yeah, so there's a lot of those things. PUBG is going to be exclusive, at least for a year. So that's a lot of games right there that are going to be coming out, and the most powerful console. So all your multiplats are going to look best there.
Yep, absolutely.
I mean, it's a 4K Blu-ray player. I mean, there's a lot going on, and Sony. What can Sony do? Not much. All they can do is show you things that are coming at some point in time. Here's what's coming.
Yeah.
Here's what's coming soon. Whatever that means. So
whatever the hell that means.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. So it is what it is. But let's take another call.
Yeah, we've got a few more. We've got Esky Boy on deck.
Esky Boy, awesome gamer.
Yeah.
Hey Mooch. Hey Crap. It's Esky Boy from Twitter. I was just wondering when you guys would think PUBG is coming out for Xbox One, because it makes so much sense for it to launch on November 7th. That game is a system seller, and it just makes total sense for Microsoft to launch PUBG that day. Tell me what you guys think. Peace.
Yeah, I mean, what do you think, Crap? I'm thinking middle December.
I think it's going to be December.
Yeah, like December.
Yeah, I think it's going to be December.
I don't have a calendar in front of me, but I'm thinking that first week. So like December 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, one of those days,
Probably.
early, first week in December.
It would be great if it would have been something that they would if it would have been super close to the release of the X, they would have already said so. But the fact that they're not really saying so just leads me to believe that it's going to be something that comes out later.
Yeah, like a good month and a half after. It could be anywhere from the 7th to the 14th. And I think it'll be before Christmas.
Yeah. I would think so too. If they said this year, I mean, what good would it be to not have that come out until that particular time? So
would have been nice if it came out with the console though. Crap, that would have been something huge. You go home, pop it in, immediately download PUBG.
Yep,
great multiplayer. I mean, although it is what it is. I don't think it's a problem. We're gonna have plenty of games. Myself personally, I'm gonna be, besides the new games, which is gonna take up a lot of my time. So Wolfenstein 2 is definitely the first game I'm playing. Then I'll be playing Assassin's Creed. And then I'll probably start to go back into Tomb Raider, Rise of the Tomb Raider, and Gears 4 again.
I have Assassin's Creed. I just haven't played it yet. I'm waiting for the X. So,
right, exactly. So I don't blame you, Crap. I mean, I know that's killing you, but that's a smart move.
And we got one of our favorites on deck right now. Let's roll it. Hope there better be some goddamn seagulls too.
I hope so.
What's up, Mooch, Crap, and Jay? What's good with y'all? This is your boy Bam. Hey man, I think the UI for Xbox is good. It's perfectly fine. They need to leave it right there. Only thing I say they need to change, instead of having to go into the the My Games and Apps section to check to see what games that needs to be updated or whatever the case may be. They need to have that, like, as soon as you turn your Xbox on, they need to have like a section or something to let you know, like such and such, like Gears of War need to be updated or 2K needs to be updated. Like, as soon as you turn your Xbox on, instead of have to go in at the games and apps. What do y'all think about that? And yeah, crap. I think you definitely should have got an Xbox. They should have let you reviewed it. No mooch, no free Xboxes for you because you got the mooching thing down pat. I think you've got enough mooching has been going well for you. So let's let crap get that in. And everybody in the chat, if you going to that midnight release to pick up your Xbox One S, because I know I am going to my local GameStop to harass a couple people. Hit that one. And Jay, make sure you play them seagulls, because last time I ain't hear the seagulls. You know, every time I leave a voicemail, seagulls automatically, no questions asked. Till next time, I'm out.
I couldn't hear his question because I heard seagulls the whole time.
That was great. No, I heard his. I mean, his question was more along the lines of like being aware of updates and things like that, like more notifications, right, Jay? I know you must have heard that at least a few times, putting the seagulls in there.
Yeah, I was probably not paying so much attention to what he was saying, but trying to loop the seagulls over and over again to annoy the crap out of everybody.
Because last time he called in, he had no seagulls.
No seagulls.
And Mooch goes, Jay, next time he calls in, have the seagulls the entire time.
Yo, that was so good. I just enjoyed it. To be honest with you, Def Jam Bam, great question.
Good stuff, Def Jam. Yes. I'm sure it was a point.
Well, you know what happened last night? So shout out to Sir X-Men. Like I said, Sir X-Men definitely hooked me up yesterday with a Forza code, and so I was playing Switch, and then I had my Xbox One on as well, so I was just switching inputs back and forth. And because I had my Xbox One like in a whatever it's there, a silent mode, the minute I switched over, bang, that notification was up on half my screen crap. It said, you have a message from Sir X-Man. So it was cool. It was what the Xbox crew said that it would do. It holds the it keeps it so that it doesn't do any burn in on your TV either. It keeps slowly moving and it dims it down. So it for people with 4K OLEDs that are a little bit nervous, don't be nervous when your Xbox One goes into quiet mode. Or standby, it keeps shifting the screen, and those large notifications are awesome. I do like them. So
yeah, they're good, and it looks like we're getting a new games and apps tab too. I saw that from Jez yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he kind of pointed that out.
I told you,
I don't like it where it's at right now. The games and apps is difficult to find.
Well, I don't know if they're gonna move the location. Crap, I don't know how it's right there.
You have to actually go into the thing, though. Like, all you had to do was switch over to the right once to get to My Games and Apps. It was his own tab or whatever.
It's still your own tab. It's right underneath your launch item. It's a permanent tab on your home screen.
Oh, I don't know if I haven't seen it then. I don't know.
And maybe I'm the one hallucinating. Guys in the chat,
maybe.
Everybody, I don't. If you're on your home screen right now on Xbox Live, like, isn't the My Games and Apps right underneath it? It's a permanent tile. It's right next to all the 4 latest tiles you've used, or 3 latest tiles you've used. It goes My Games and Apps, and then it's the 3 previous applications.
Yeah, I don't know. I like offhand, I just can't recall. So, but
yeah, Fuzzy Belvedere saying it's there. It's right below. So whatever you last played, let's say you played Cuphead, okay, and you hit the home button, and you're home. Now you're home, not home in the guide. Home button. You're at your home screen. It'll say Cuphead as the big square. Right under it is My Games and Apps. It's right there.
Well, I'm gonna take your word for it.
If it's any more, like, we'd have to have Mikey Barr and his team come ring your doorbell and actually move your controller for you. Everybody's here. Crap, we heard you wanted to buy a new game. Yeah. Want to just cycle shit around? Sure.
Just cycle it around. Okay,
it's right there.
Okay, it's right there. Underneath the thing. I literally booted this shit up, and I'm like, okay, so it's right there. See,
Crap plays too many games.
Yeah, here's what I thought, right? I didn't see that there. So I thought you had to press the guide button, go down one to My Games and Apps. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I guess you don't. It's right there. Oh, I get you.
Yeah,
awesome.
It can't get any better than that. Now, I wouldn't mind if they redid it a little bit and cleaned it up because it doesn't look. How do I put this? It looks really archaic. It looks like Windows 95 when you click on My Games and Apps. It's just it's not as pretty as I'd expect it to look. I was also kind of hoping that when the new UI came out,
finally found the settings.
found the settings button. Oh wait, Def Jam Bam's writing this question in here. When
should have had a section on your Xbox guides or in the front.
Needed to be updated. Microsoft should have had a section on your Xbox guide or in the front.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Sorry, you know what? Just so you guys know, man, I'm putting up with a lot of stuff right now, right? So I'm dealing with this, and I'm also dealing with people trying to shove this whole Phil Spencer just debunked Crapgamer. Crapgamer exposed. I can hardly wait for that bullshit. Even though
that's not. Well, it's like you said in your video. You don't talk about that.
Yeah, I know. It was just specifically about Amazon. Yeah. So.
Well, you know what you can do? Just change your title, crap, and then that way people won't bother you. No, it is what it is, guys. I think that's the My Games and Apps does need a little bit of a refresh. I was also hoping like notifications. So J-Dubs comes on. I was hoping it would be a little bit more of like a seamless, like maybe like a Industrial Light and Magic thing where it's like a little bit of that glittery shit on the bottom, and then it's like Graphic God is online, and then it kind of dissipates again. And that way it's not just this big blocky, we still have that big block for notifications when your friends are on or your game's ready to play. Don't you wish it was a little bit more of a transparent, seamless looking notification crap?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that.
It's a big block right now. It still looks very Windows 95. Can we get something a little bit more cool for because notifications are what pops up the most. You're watching TV or you're playing a game or something like that. It would be cool if it transparently kind of came up, got solid, and then just fizzled away and disappeared. I don't know. I think that's pretty cool. The block right now is just a little. It's something we've had for so long that it's getting a little old. And then let's take our last voicemail.
Yeah, we got J-Dubs.
We have CV Killers 617.
Oh, nice. Yes.
Okay, good stuff.
What's up, Mooch? Crap? Mr. J? It's CV Killer 617 again. As you know, I'm new to your channel. I enjoy both you guys' shows. Mooch, you be having me rolling with your rants. Crap, all your information just gets me hyped for Xbox One X. I can't wait. My question is to all three of you guys. As soon as you power on your X, what is that first game you're going to press play? I know for me, my first game will be Need for Speed Payback. I think it looks amazing, especially in 4K. So, yeah, that's my question to you. Hope you guys have a good morning, and let's go Pats.
Oh, there you go, crap. He's definitely not a crapaholic. Well, I mean, to answer his question and shout out again, I got to give shout out where they're due. Sir X-Men, who's today's MNC Mornings is brought to you by Sir X-Men and his wallet. Sir X-Men hooked me up with Forza 7. I will probably be popping Forza 7 in first and foremost when I get the X because that is just, it's stunning, folks. I think Wolfenstein 2, I think AC Origins, I'm sure Gears is going to look amazing, absolutely amazing. But Forza 7 was made with X in mind. It was built around that system. I got to see what this thing looks like and how it feels and how it sounds. I picked up Dolby Atmos. It's on sale, I think, for $11.99 right now. You can't beat that, folks.
That's a pretty damn good deal.
That's a great deal. Just buy it, guys. $11.99. It travels with you from the S to the X. I remember asking, don't quote me, but I believe I asked Mike that. Mike said yes. I think you can use it on multiple Xboxes as well. So if you have 2 Xboxes, when you're logged in downstairs, it works on your account, follows your account.
Works on your PC too.
And your PC, absolutely. Yeah, he set up I think he set up to 10 devices. I just don't want to put words in his mouth if I'm not 100% sure. But you can use it on your PC, your Xbox One S, your Xbox One X. It's worth it. So to answer our call-in's question, it would be Forza. What about you, Crap? What's your first game you're popping in there?
Probably could be Forza, but it could be Assassin's Creed, assuming we actually have the update,
Yeah, we are still waiting. How about you, J-Dubs?
Either Assassin's Creed or Shadow of War, for sure.
All right. Well, I could see it being. I could see going either way on that. I mean, Shadow of War for me is. I hate to say it, guys. That's. I've just never been really into it. I picked up. What was it there? The first one there.
Shadow of Mordor.
Shadow of Mordor. For $4, and believe it or not, I would have picked it up on Xbox, but the Xbox sale actually went live 2 days later. I ended up buying it on PS Plus for $4. But yeah, I haven't even touched it. It's just in my library. I haven't even downloaded it on PlayStation.
It's a really
yet.
fun game. Really,
it's a good game. It does. I don't know if it's really in my wheelhouse, so I will play Shadow of War, but I'll probably play Shadow of War after. Ready for this, guys? After Forza 7, after Assassin's Creed, after Wolfenstein 2. Then maybe I'll get to it. That's if I haven't gone and started Rise of the Tomb Raider over again. So yeah, I can see it being a little bit later, but Shadow of War is definitely a contender for game to start with this fall.
Yep, 100%. So
I just,
go ahead, Jay.
I wanted to bring to your attention that now that the voicemails are working, should we maybe play the 2 voicemails that didn't come through the first time?
I would be pro that because especially one of the people are huge sponsors and help us out all the time. So yeah, I wouldn't mind playing those 2 first ones again.
Okay. Yeah. So the first one was RTA King Chosen.
What's up, Mooch and Crap and J-Dubs? This RTA King Chosen. J-Dubs, man, I really appreciate the gamer pick you did for me a while back, man. With the Black Panther, man. It really means a lot. But yeah, Mooch and Crap, I want to hear you guys' opinion on these loot boxes, man. And this microtransaction stuff and making the game so grindy. You know, Shadow War is an amazing game, man. I couldn't wait for the X to play it. I hate to play it right now. You know, love that game, man. But AC Origin's gonna do the same thing with these microtransactions. You know, I understand they gotta make their money, but man, a lot of these games gonna be the same with these microtransactions. They're gonna be grindy, long, and extended for no reason. But yeah, I just want to hear you guys' opinion on it, man. Love the show. Love everything you guys are doing, man. I follow Mooch, Crap, Z, everybody, man. I love the community, and I've been following you guys for a minute, but this really, like, I'm starting to get into the community more. But just want to hear you guys' opinion on it, man. You guys have a nice day.
And you guys have already answered those questions, so
yeah, it was like, you know, it was the grindy thing. I think that I have yet to see like any of the grindy stuff per se, you know. So hopefully, you know, it's not something that a lot of people are having to experience, because I think that would be kind of a bad experience.
That's
right. Right. Agreed.
Okay, and now
let's hit up Triple Cup Chuck.
Triple Cup Chuck.
He's up.
What up with your Crap and Mooch and J-Dub? This your boy Triple Cup Chuck, and I'm up. And my question is, you know how Microsoft is updating the avatars? Well, my question is, you know how like Crap, how you got the albino rhino for your avatar, and Mooch, you got the bald eagle for your avatar? And if y'all had to use somebody out of Microsoft and give them an avatar, what animal would y'all give them? Oh, and J-Dub, this question is for you too. This your boy Triple Cup Chuck, and I'm out.
I think Jay should answer that.
Yeah.
So if I was to do Phil, he would be like a cheetah. You know, because he's right on the ball, and he's quick to answer questions on Twitter, and he's quick to get stuff going, like, you know, with requests for updates on Xbox. Mike Ybarra, wow, I'm not sure about Mike. Mike is probably like another kind of cat, maybe like a panther or something.
I think if you want to have a fun spin with it, Mike Ybarra, you could do Yogi Berra. Do a bear.
Yogi Berra.
You know what I mean? It's awesome. I would roll with it. That's cool as hell. Why not? Like, you know what I mean? Make an awesome like bear. He is a bear. If you think about Mike the bear, because dude, he comes out. Michael show his teeth. You know what I mean? Like, he's not afraid to get a little. You know, that's why honestly, he's my favorite Microsoft. Everyone has a Microsoft executive that they always talk to. Us that Mike, I think, is the most realistic guy there. He's got to follow protocol. He's got to do what he's got to do as far as PR, but. Like Mike, he's an intelligent guy, and he's got his head on straight, and he likes competition. I know again, you have to remember something. You know, he's got to say what he's got to say when you're in a particular seat, but he's a competitive dude. Look at him. He's playing PUBG. He's got more chicken dinners than anyone I've ever seen play that game. He's a competitor. So, you know, he's definitely the bear. I go with Mike the bear for that one.
Yeah.
And do you guys
he could be Mike the bear.
Do you guys have any other suggestions for anybody? What about Who's our other good friend at Microsoft?
I would say you could do Larry. I would just make him like a Hawaiian shirt. He's that would be his logo.
A lizard. Larry the lizard.
Larry the lizard. That's now you're tapping. What is that? That was an old video game on the PC, wasn't it? Lizard Larry or Leaping Larry?
Oh, Leisure Suit Larry.
Leisure Suit Larry. Yeah, it wasn't Lizard.
Actually,
that's right.
That would be funny to do.
That would be really funny.
Where do up a cartoon image of him wearing the leisure suit like he does on the covers of the boxes.
He's always wearing like those paisley shirts. Like they're made in this era, but they're like the 70s style. You know what I mean? The big collar. Definitely cool. I don't know what you could do. You could do like Aaron Greenberg could definitely be the Converse sneaker. I don't know, Chucks guy. I don't know how you'd do that, but something. I don't know if that would be an animal. I don't know how to make it. Yeah. But no, it's cool shit, dude. A good question by Triple Cup Chuck. And shout out to Triple Cup. He started his own podcast this week, Crap. And I wish him nothing but success, man. He's always been here.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely.
So check out Triple Cup's show. Check out his channel. Check out his Twitter. Yeah, he's good people. Very good people.
Absolutely. Also, special thanks to Mikey Barra, who earlier stopped by and gave away a Forza Motorsport 7 code. Congrats to Longshot, who won that. And now we have the Wheel of
Wonder.
And this is for this is act.
Oh, we don't have any music. There's no music on this one. Oh, yes, she's all ready. And let's do a spin. I'll get the music working next week. Yeah, you guys. I'll let. Def Jam Bam. Oh. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, so it was Def Jam Bam.
All right, Def Jam Bam is the winner. Sorry about that, guys. Whatever Jay clicked on, I think lost us for a second there, but we were talking.
Yeah.
Def Jam Bam, though, he wins, him and his Seagulls. So good to have them. Good to see Def Jam hasn't won anything.
Yeah, I don't think Def Jam Bam has won at all anything. So yeah, definitely cool stuff to hear there. You know what? We got to everything. I think that despite we had some problems with the show today, but despite that, I thought it was a damn good show, fun show. We've got, we had Mike in the chat. We had a large crowd here, over 630 people watching at one time. A hell of a rundown. So it's hard for me to really complain, even though I'm kind of a perfectionist. Right. So it was really good stuff. Maybe we should end the show with the Mooch and Crap theme song, followed by the outro. So
I think that's a great idea. All right, guys. Thanks, everybody, for putting up with it. Again, special thanks to Mikey Barr for coming into the chat and giving away a game. Special shout out to Sir X-Man, who's done so much today and every day. Thank you so much. And thanks to all our callers. Congratulations to Def Jam Bam. Enjoy your Sunday, folks.
Mooch and Crap, Mooch and Crap. They talk about games and no drama smack. Search the web for media ties to catch these ponies in their lives. Look out! Here comes Mooch and Crap. Are they bots? Listen up. They have Mountain Dew in their blood. NeoGaf, Xbox Red. Crap's got Tim Dog all over it. Hey there! Here comes Mooch and Crap. From a tweet of Phil, Xbox hate will arrive like the Scorpio. Mooch and Crap are just in time. Mooch and Crap, Mooch and Crap. Zany gaming duel, Mooch and Crap. YouTubing is their core. A thumb in is its reward to them. Xbox is one big hangout. Whenever there's a game out, you'll find Mooch and Crap.